Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen.
Happy Wednesday, everybody. Hump day. What's up? How's it going out there in your world? I am the outlaw John Rocha, sitting in for my brother Kristian Harloff, who of course is taking the next couple of weeks off as he recharges his batteries and gets ready for 2021. So Winston A. Marshall and I are taking turns hosting this week. Thank you so much for joining us here on another brand new episode of SEN Live here on the Schmoedown Entertainment Network. We got a great group of guests to join you today. Let's go through them now. The incredibly talented and funny, and don't mess with her, Steph Sabraw. She is back to hang out with us today. How are you, Steph?
Hey, so good, John and Ryan. Thank you so much for being a part of the World Girl video by Rob Fishback. That meant the world to us.
Yeah, that was awesome. It was Jake reached out to me and he said, "You want to do something?" I was like, "Hell yeah, give me 5 minutes. I'll have it to you by then." So it was a lot of fun.
So awesome.
Thank you. It was great. And that is Steph Sabraw. That is not Roxy Stride. Don't you ever make that. Brett Sheridan is here too. How are you, Brett?
Hey, I come here to find out what day it is, John. That's all I do.
brother, I feel your pain.
When you said Wednesday, no, it's a big joke going on now. But when you said Wednesday, I went, oh, okay.
I think one of the reasons I do a show every day is so I know what day it is, for God's sakes. Alex Marzoña, how are you doing, Alex? Your test drive, your music video dropped a couple of days ago. What's been the response? How are you feeling about it?
People are loving it. I'm so glad people are seeing all the hard work on screen now. So very happy people are liking it. And if you haven't watched it, go and watch it. It's on my YouTube channel. Go search Test Drive Marzoña and then look on Spotify. Check it out there too. But awesome. I'm here on this beautiful Wednesday. Let's have a good show, guys.
Let's have a good show. Absolutely. It's hairy out there, ladies and gentlemen. It's hairy. There's a nor'easter coming apparently to the East Coast. My mother called me this morning. She goes, I'm going to send you a Christmas gift. I'm driving to the post office right now, so you tell me what you want before I get there, or else you're not going to get it because I'm not going out of the house. Ryan Nilsen, you're there on the East Coast. What's it looking like for you?
Oh, it's here. It's not coming. It's
here. It's already here?
I'm looking outside, and it's just snow. I feel like if I was in high school, I'd be watching the TV, the local news station, just seeing if our name popped up. Like, are we going to get canceled? It has definitely arrived, though, so hopefully that package made it to the mail.
Damn it. I'm so jealous. I wish it was snowing here in California. It never snows here in California, unless you're in Big Bear. But anyway, we got a lot to get into today, a lot of news, entertainment news to get our thoughts on. And, of course, in about half an hour, the lovely Kate Mulligan will be joining us in about half an hour to hang out with us for the rest of the show. So get ready for that, ladies and gentlemen. Get ready for some twerking, some wild comments, and some very funny imitations of Kristian Harloff. Those are all coming in about half an hour, and I can't wait. But remember, Streamlabs, Super Chat, Schmoebucks. These are the things that make us function, keep us coming back every day. Thank you to guys. Thank you to all on Monday. We passed that $600 mark that we did to get Brett Sheridan to sing. Maybe Brett and Kate will do a duet by the end of this show. Maybe that's what we put as the goal. We'll see. But start sending in your Schmoedowns and your Streamlabs and your Super Chats to show us some support. You know, we try to get over 500 at least every show so we can stay alive and keep coming back. All right. What's up, Alex? Let's do this thing.
All right. First story of the day. Disney's Investor Day gave the world updates and announced various movies and series that will pop up in theaters and on Disney+. Now, according to the wrap, Marvel Studios is beginning to explore new talent deals to provide flexibility in case the pandemic or other factors lead the studio to bypass theaters and take films straight to Disney+. It is said that this will apply primarily to key above-the-line talent like actors, writers, directors, and producers, with them receiving adjusted compensation depending on whether the film opens in theaters or debuts on the Disney Plus streaming service. And apparently these changes would only affect Marvel movies that are about to enter production, starting with Black Panther 2. Rocha, do you think Marvel is hedging their bets in this time of uncertainty, or is this a major sign that Disney may be more willing to put Marvel movies on Disney Plus?
Yeah, this is fascinating. I think they're absolutely hedging their bets a little bit because no one knows what's going to happen. This vaccine started rolling out yesterday or 2 days ago. A very historic situation happening, people getting vaccinated, but it doesn't look like a majority of us are going to get vaccinated or be able to get vaccinated until April or May or June. And we don't know yet after that how many people will feel comfortable going back to the theaters. So I think this is Disney looking at the situation going, okay, we've heard the noise from the fans and from the creatives that, hey, we were used to making a certain amount. If you're going to kind of put our product on a smaller screen or in a smaller consumption way, then we want to get compensated in a certain way right up front, which I totally respect. But the fact that they're not doing it for the films they've already shot, I wonder what those negotiations are like as well. But this makes sense going both ways. Sabraw, what you feeling on this one?
Yeah, I feel similarly. I think there's no right way to do it because we've never been in a pandemic like this before. And so they're figuring it out. I do think that they have enough money, though, to kind of plan for both ways. And I don't think that they need to make a secure decision yet because we still are a long ways away from a Black Panther 2 and a lot of the movies that they're going to start in production. So I feel like there's a good way to make people happy by giving them a great deal, but not finalizing that last piece of when it goes either to Disney Plus or theater. I think that they can start planning those and get them ready for either or release.
Yeah, absolutely. Sheridan, what you feel on this
one? I don't know. I think I don't really know. It's all that business stuff. I don't know. Yeah, sure. I think it's a good idea. I don't know. I don't run the money stuff. I'm happy. I'm excited to see all the stuff they're putting out, and I'm glad I'm going to be able to get it and not have to go risk my life to do it. But I also feel bad for the people that are, having to renegotiate and probably won't make as much money as they would normally with the theater. So it's kind of a bittersweet thing for me, I guess.
Yeah, let me see if I could try to work this into Brett Sheridan's world. Let's say your daughters came to you and they had already finished a massive project, but the teacher was only going to give them a little bit of credit for it. And the other students were going to work on different projects, but they were going to get a better piece of the pie or more credit for their projects. Would you feel that your daughters are being unfairly treated in this situation? They didn't know this was going to happen. They didn't know their stuff was going to be less credit. They still put the same amount of effort in. So would you be upset about it and want to force them to negotiate a better piece of the pie for your daughters in retrospect?
Yeah, it's like the SNL bit where they switch Chris Farley's coffee with and he goes, I would be angry, or I was angry. Yes, of course. I mean, it's horrible. I mean, it's you don't want people to make less money, and that's this whole thing. Is it's like everybody's just, again, it's a business, and they're the big business is trying to stay alive, and unfortunately, the little guys are gonna take a hit. But if the business completely goes away, then you're gonna take a big hit. So I don't know. It's it's bittersweet. This is I just hope that the amount of people that made jokes about what they've put in their mouth and bodies and they're fine with taking a vaccine actually stand up to that and do take the vaccine. A lot of fun tweets about things that people have ingested or put in their bodies, and they're saying, well, I'm not afraid of the vaccine. Well, please, I hope you prove it.
Do it.
I had no idea. This is an issue. People are tweeting about this?
I just saw it was a fun thing, that people are going around. I mean, one of them was, I don't know, somebody had retweeted, a lady had said that I've swallowed cum. So I'm not afraid to put a vaccine in my body, stuff like that. So
Sheridan, spelling it for the
cum.
Listen, we were filthy yesterday. I'm trying to keep it.
Oh yeah, I heard that.
We have an epic Roxy soundbite now that sent me. I can actually play it real quick.
No,
yeah, absolutely.
Ready I am.
Did you hear that?
As you go, ready I am.
Wow, that's amazing.
Incredible.
That's Roxy and Winston. When they get together, all doors are off the hinges. Ryan, talk to me. What's your feeling on this? Does this, are other studios going to follow this as well? Is this going to be a new negotiating ploy? And I wonder how this is going to affect creators going forward. Will they be expecting less money? Will this be the situation that they're going to have to kind of adjust for in their own finances, in their own worlds?
I think it is, especially for the next 2 years.
Yeah.
In this article, they kind of lay out that only 50% maybe of the country is going to have this vaccine by 2021, or the end of 2021 rather. They just came off that huge announcement. All these shows, there's like 83 things in development. I'm not even going to pretend to know what the pivot is going to be, but I was looking at, what some of these deals were in the past, and they usually sign actors for 5, 6 movie deals, 7 movie deals, and now you're not going to have that same return on investment from like the box office. And I think it's definitely going to be different, and this might be a good thing. This might mean they're going to go to less like A-list talent, and maybe some lower, B-listers will get a chance at like a huge Marvel property.
Yeah. I think that we have to remember how much a lot of these people that we're talking about make in general and how much they're still going to make. Disney is still making billions of dollars. Like, I'm not too concerned about them taking some massive pay cut that's going to make them not want to be actors anymore. If that's the case, then we have an entire line of people in LA willing and ready and so happy to take the jobs at Disney. So there's unfortunately not that much leverage. I hope Disney isn't like a piece of
Trash
shit.
Panda donated $20.
Thank
How
you,
much
Trash.
to get drunk Brett singing All I Want for Christmas Is You?
Ooh,
750. I think
There
that-
we go.
Okay.
There's a number.
750.
that's good.
750. Yep.
But
The
yeah,
whole
so
song. You do the whole song.
Oh,
750.
the whole thing.
how long? Isn't that like a 4-minute song?
Yeah.
Amazing.
You did War Pigs. War Pigs is 12 minutes long. You did the
Yeah,
whole thing.
I did a little
I did my
fast
shot.
forward. Yeah.
Oh, you did?
I did the
Yeah,
whole 5.5
killed
minutes
it.
of it.
Oh, you guys cut me off at 2 minutes. I wonder why. I thought my voice was really
Yeah,
good.
it was a time. We had a time thing. Hard outs.
Yeah. Got it. Well, I will say this. The next time I perform, I'm coming with absolute heat, and there's an option for a duet, but that will have to be like $1,000 performance.
Whoa.
like it.
Okay.
I
That'll
like
be
it.
$1,000
I like it.
then. That'll be
I feel
it.
like what you did, Steph, was when my wife first loaded the dishwasher and how much I hated it, that I've never once let her load it again. And I think it was a little ploy of hers to get me to always do it. Because
Holy shit.
like, why do you put things in like this? It's not going to hit it with the streams.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
I love
My-
people's
Dishwasher,
random
Brett.
OCD. I love it. I love
Oh,
it.
Yeah.
I have a dishwasher. She's like, are you rearranging what I just put in the dishwasher? No, just putting some more stuff in. You're rearranging it, aren't you?
Ah.
Just maximizing full cleanliness.
I've never had an issue with that, but I respect
Oh.
it, Brett. Oh my God.
Well,
You
Brett
guys
just
don't-
spelled out CUM, so I feel like there's issues with a lot of things.
Fair point. Anyway, 750. We're only at $33 right now. So, ladies and gentlemen, step it up. Let's get over 750, and we'll have Brett Sheridan doing All I Want for, which is probably my #1 favorite Christmas song. So
Oh,
I'm
it's
excited
such
to
a
see
good
Drunk Brett's version of it.
Wow.
Absolutely.
Could we just
Alex-
play Mariah Carey doing it? That would be even better.
I'll go you one better. I would love to hear Drunk Mariah Carey do it. That would be my favorite. That would be my favorite. Her Christmas special, by the way, not a bad watch. 45
Really?
minutes on Apple TV Plus. I enjoyed the hell out of it. I thought she was great.
They're doing
Can I
these
log it on
now.
Letterboxd?
Huh?
Sorry,
What?
can I log it on Letterboxd? That's all I care about now.
You
I
can.
think you can. Yeah.
They're doing
It
a lot of
was-
those in Apple TV. They also had like 2 Taylor Swift ones. They're doing a bunch of those.
Yeah, I can't go with you on that one. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
It's no Tay in
I
my
wasn't
world.
a fan before this album, but I love this album.
Yeah,
What?
I mean,
Yeah.
I like
I've
that you say
heard
album.
multiple people say that.
Yeah.
It's different.
She's 31, by the way. She's
Oh.
not young anymore, ladies and gentlemen. She's
Yeah.
31.
A little long
Wow.
in the tooth, as they say. Oh,
Happy
jeez.
birthday.
Time to throw in the towel, Taylor.
Oh, no, I'm saying, God damn it. You know, sometimes I'm saying she can't do the teeny bopper stuff she did before. Now she's 31, so her music is naturally maturing, and so more people are enjoying
She's
it,
gonna
I
start
think.
singing CUM.
Yeah.
On my way.
Am I wrong in saying this? And we can check the facts, but isn't Adele and Taylor Swift, aren't they the same age? Because if
I
you
think
look
so.
at their
I
musical,
Yeah.
like, you know, the
Maybe
heartache
physically.
of the Adele and
Yeah.
the more boppiness of the early Taylor Swift,
Right.
someone's clearly been hurt a bit more.
Yeah, wait, I actually
good point.
argue that they've both been pretty scorned, fucked
Right.
over a few
Let's
times.
analyze
but...
it. Let's analyze all the
Yeah. I'm gonna write a thesis. I'll get back to you all, so just don't worry.
Yeah, I know. Well, I mean, she's written about her ex-boyfriends, which I don't think is a bad thing because people write about their ex-girlfriends for a long time in rock and roll for many, many years. Certainly Alex does. You know, John Mayer wrote that Paper Dolls song about her, and he took her down pretty hard in that song, and she was way younger than him, so that was a pretty weird thing to do, to be honest with you. But yeah, I mean, but Adele, you know, her voice, how I say this, her singing voice sounds like she was born 40 years old.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But when you see her, like when you see her having conversations or you see her on that carpool karaoke with James Corden, she is like a down-home girl, man. Like you would love to get a beer and hang out with Adele all night. She is like 100%. So funny, right?
Yeah, I think Adele's younger than Taylor Swift.
She might be. When she did SNL, she was cracking me the fuck up. She was hilarious on that.
This season's been bomb. I don't care what anyone says. They've done an excellent job.
Yeah, considering Chalamet was funny as hell over the weekend. Oh
yeah,
Bruce was on last weekend.
Right.
I thought he was gonna do Santa Claus is Coming to Town. He didn't do it. I thought he was gonna do it. Yeah, I was heartbroken.
He's
I think
definitely
it was
reached
Hanukkah week.
He's reached that point where, Bruce, we don't want to see you do a new stuff.
Mushroom Monkey donated $20. My professor was giving a lecture on growing mushrooms and he said the phrase frenzy of reproduction 68 times in 90 minutes. I desperately wanted him to say it one more time.
Yeah, 69 for the win.
Hello. Alex, Disney, creators.
Oh, yes.
Okay, we're back.
Money.
I was gonna make a segue because we were talking about Taylor Swift and Adele, and you know another diva back in the '90s was Whitney Houston. And you know what? She's got a biopic lined up, and Naomi Ackie of Star Wars: The Last Skywalker fame is on board to play Whitney Houston, the most awarded female music artist of all time in the biopic. I Want to Dance with Somebody for TriStar and Sony. The movie, to be directed by this year's The Photograph director Stella Meghi, will be able to use Houston's entire catalog since the family's estate and music producer Clive Davis are backing the project, due for a Thanksgiving 2022 release. Rocha, are you excited about this movie and Naomi Ackie's portrayal of the singer?
Look, I thought Naomi Ackie got a raw deal on Rise of Skywalker, but I think it was great that she was in the movie and got a little more publicity and fame for herself. She's a damn good actress. And that director, The Photograph, is actually a really good movie, kind of a quietly good movie that only a few people saw. And came up in the Schmoedown. It came up as a question in the Schmoedown recently. I remember that. So it's damn good. So I like this combination. I don't think she 100% looks like Whitney Houston, but you know, sometimes that doesn't necessarily have to be the case. They'll do some great work on her in terms of maybe there'll be some kind of prosthetics or something to do with her hair or whatever. But you know, we'll see. And because Whitney was a unique. Incredibly unique artist, and I mean she ruled. As much as people love Madonna, Whitney was toe to toe with Madonna the whole time, and people need to recognize that. You know, she was killing it and was able to do it for a number of decades. And of course, the unfortunate stuff that happened to her in the last few years with all that stuff that happened is a shame. And her entire everything's happened around her family since. It's just been a shame on so many levels. But that being said, that biopic is ripe for so much to explore. So I'm excited that they're doing this, and I like Naomi Ackie, and I think she'll kill it. Absolutely. Steph, what do you think?
I'm really excited about this. I think that the people that they've signed on board so far is a kind of winning group. Naomi, I agree with Star Wars. We didn't get to see as much as I wanted to see of her, but what we saw made me love her. So I'm really excited about that. And then we have the writer of Bohemian Rhapsody, which was one of my favorite biopic type films ever. And I think it was an excellent job. And with Whitney Houston, who is top 3 artists for me of all time. There is so much tragedy and story to be looked into with her, and the family stayed pretty private on a lot of her life. So now that they've signed on to this, I wonder like what side of the story they are going to tell and dive into, because it could be really revealing in a good way for all of the fans and people who will be new fans of one of the greatest entertainers of all time.
Yeah. Alex, you're a big singer, forging your own path on your way to your own Grammys. What's your feeling about this situation?
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited for them to delve into the darkness of her life. And Naomi Ackie, I don't see that she's a singer necessarily.
Good
and
point.
since they are using a lot of Whitney Houston's music, she won't have to sing. So it won't be like a Rocket Man type of deal. But I'm excited for this. I love biopics. Mank made a good. I love this Mank quote: "You cannot capture a person's life in 2 hours. All you can hope is to leave the impression of one." And I think that's one of the most potent biopic things you can say about a biopic. And hopefully they get this one right.
Yeah. Ryan, you've got issues with Whitney Houston for many years.
Yeah.
Are you excited to see?
Yeah, I have a lot of problems with this. No, I think Naomi Akkie's career is about to pop off, and it's weird to say that after you're in a Star Wars movie, because usually by the time you're in a Star Wars movie, you've kind of made it. But she's barely in the movie. She's in 2 scenes. I bet she has like less than a page of dialogue. But just seeing the resume and what she's got coming up, like she's in the Game of Thrones prequel.
Right,
I'm pretty sure
right.
she's going to be Whitney Houston. She's got a few other films. I think she's in the Small Axe, Steve McQueen, the final movie that's coming out this Friday. So we're going to see a whole heck of a lot more of her over the next couple of years. And this sounds like the big first role. Like, I really do think we're going to see her. I hope that this documentary, though, similar to what Alex was just saying, focuses more on, oddly enough, like not the music. I hope it focuses on her life, because whenever a biopic kind of is about a musician or a singer, I like it for them to perform and do the songs. And Bohemian Rhapsody was a bit of a mix of those two things. I hope that this one is a little bit more like Mank, where it is the backstory, the prelude, if you will, and more about like the family dynamic.
Okay, all right, Sheridan, you were around the time when Whitney was killing it and blowing up like crazy. You like this idea that they're tackling her story?
Kyle Van Ardore donated $20. Been playing a lot of Cyberpunk 2077 and there is Joyful Club in there, and in the description it says perfect for when someone is just asking to be fucked. It is funny to run around slapping people in the face.
So there was a censor in there. It was a dildo club.
But they didn't censor the other part. Okay.
They did a PH.
Over dildo. Oh, nice.
Right.
Okay.
So how do we transition?
What do you think about Whitney Houston?
I haven't played the Cyberpunk, but I think we were talking pre-show, Steph, about another game where you slapped people around and stuff like that. We felt that to be a Grand Theft Auto.
Oh my God!
What, you beat up a hooker? Like, what is this game?
Yeah,
like, what? If that's
I wasn't
not
here for this
creating
conversation, so my mind went to bad places.
Behavior, I don't know what is. So
I agree.
I don't know. I don't have the Cyberpunk, but I'll tell you about Whitney Houston. Whitney Houston is it was like a tragic end to an amazing person, musicians. I don't know how she was behind the scenes before she got into drugs and whatever, but I mean, just absolutely spine chilling the way she could hit notes and perform, and I hope that it's a mixture of both, honoring that part of it and maybe showing that, that the way maybe her handlers or so, I mean, maybe there was just somebody wasn't there for Whitney, and that's clear. I hope it's good and it's not, not all the bad and not all the good, and a nice
Right.
little mixture of everything, and to honor her in some way, because that was, and I hated the way that like the world just kind of turned on her when they that the clips of her yelling at Bobby and crack is whack and all this stuff like that. It's weird how we take these people that we put on pedestals and we worship, and then we turn around in a heartbeat and we immediately start making fun of them. That's sad.
As if we would know as if we know how we would act in that situation.
Exactly.
Yeah,
And I got to tell you, I've recently, Justin Bieber has made me start to feel bad for him. He's got a new song, and it talks about him. I never wanted to humanize Justin Bieber, just because of the poppiness and some of the things he's done. But one of his new songs he did on SNL was kind of like coming off stage and not having anybody there for him, and he didn't have any role models, and he's like asking for forgiveness for what he did when he was a dumb kid. And I think these are things we got to think about when we look at our stars, because we easily make them a joke when we don't know what they're going through.
I Ghost wrote that song about the outlaw coming off the stage after there. No role models. Yeah, absolutely. No. Yeah, it's true. Justin Bieber, all of that. Yeah, you just never know. And you can opine, I suppose, because that's your right as a human being to express your opinion. But unless you've been in that situation, unless you've been in like what it's like to have so many people constantly needing your attention and constantly all these requirements, people want to be famous, but the requirements of being famous is so exhaustive, and you have to be on all the time. You have incredibly tight schedules all the time. I mean, look at all these interviews that celebrities do just to promote their movies, like one after another, and then if they do another one, here we go again. And it's a lot of stuff. And with Witney, I mean, there was obviously some stuff that she was dealing with, and the drugs got involved or anything like that. But like before the drugs, and I think that's the sad thing. People just focus on that. Like she had great songs. And people were in love with her music. And The Bodyguard, that's massive. And I wonder if, and I know Costner's ego, I wonder if he's like calling his agent going, they can de-age me. I'll do it again. Who's going to be cast the same? Who's going to be cast as Bobby Brown? Those are those questions all around you're asking yourself. And I wonder, but I'm looking forward to it. We'll see what happens. And Naomi Ackie, if you want to get a sample of what she can do, there's a great British limited TV series called The End of the Fucking World. Oh, I'm sorry, The End of the FUCKNING World. Now that we're spelling, you guys should watch that one. She's absolutely excellent in that one as well. And yes, Small Axe, which drops on Friday. I'm gonna binge all of it on Saturday. All the Small Axe ones.
That might be Saturday. Emotionally annihilating.
I watched Schindler's List. I can handle it. That's a 3-hour movie. All right. Anyway, what's the next thing we got? Oh no! Hey, wait a minute. If I want to not use drugs, Brett Sheridan, and use another way to kind of calm myself down and keep myself in a good place and make myself prepared for my world, what would you recommend that I do?
Well, John, I'm glad you asked. What you're going to need to do is you're going to need to check out Headspace. It's there to help us with all the challenges of 2020, and all those young up-and-comers out there are going to deal with a lot of fame coming in and not know how to navigate it. And what they're going to need to do is check out Headspace and get a daily dose of mindfulness in the form of guided meditations in an easy-to-use app. Headspace is the one and only app meditation advanced in the field of mindfulness and meditation through clinically validated research. So whatever the situation, Headspace really can make you feel better. Overwhelmed? Headspace has a 3-minute SOS meditation for you. Need help falling asleep? Headspace has wind down sessions for their members to swear by. And for parents, Headspace even has morning meditations for you to do with your kids. Headspace's approach to mindfulness can reduce stress, improve sleep, boost focus, and increase your overall sense of being. Listen, people, bottom line is I think we all get up now, even though we don't have much going on, but we hit the ground running with a lot of things. And you do need to take this quiet time to yourself. And that's what, when my kids, when I started meditating a long time ago, I told them Daddy needs some quiet time, and they knew to give that to me. And sometimes I need to take an hour of quiet time. Sometimes I need 2. I did like 3 or 4 headspace meditations the other day. I really needed to chill out. So go check it out. It's backed by 25 published studies on its benefits, 600,000 5-star reviews, and over 60 million downloads. Headspace makes it easy for you to build a life-changing meditation practice with mindfulness that works for you on your schedule, anytime, anyway. Listen, for reals, you deserve to feel better. And Headspace is a meditation app made simple. Go to headspace.com/SEN Live. That's headspace.com/SEN Live for free 1-month trial with access to Headspace's full library of meditations for every situation. It's the best deal they have going right now. Head to headspace.com/SEN Live today and just chill out a bit. Perfect. It's a perfect.
Well said, man. Well said. Well done, Brett. Well done. Well, we're at $73. Come on, people. $73. We're $680 short of getting Brett Sheridan to do a drunk version of All I Want for Christmas Is You. And Kate Mulligan might join him for all we know, for God's sake. So let's get to it, ladies and gentlemen. Keep sending in your Streamlabs, Schmoedown super chats. Let's hit that goal. Let's at least get above 500, and then we'll worry about the 750 after that. Are we ready, Ryan? Is she here yet or no?
Kate is not here yet, but she is
all right.
en route. En route.
All right.
En route.
En route. Sure. Let's move on to the next subject there, Alex Marzoña.
All right, Netflix pulled Chappell Show from their streaming service last month after Dave Chappelle revealed he wasn't paid for that or any other streaming license deal. Now HBO Max will be following suit at the end of the month, with HBO and HBO Max Chief Content Officer Casey Bloy saying in a statement, "We had a conversation with Dave. I won't get into it, but it's very clear that it's a very unique and specific and emotional issue he's got. So at the end of this year, December 31, we're going to honor his request and take the show down. After this, the show will only be available on CBS All Access, who has yet to say anything about the show. So, Rocha, do you expect Viacom CBS to pull the show, and do you think HBO Max did the right thing?"
I do think HBO Max did the right thing because I imagine they want to foster a relationship with Chappelle down the road, and maybe even now.
Shadow Dragon Productions donated
you,
$20. As the wish concealed in my left hand remained a wish, I saw an unending dream in my right hand was an empty memory. I stood at the ends of an unknown world, struck by an unending rain, the strength to protect what's dear to me.
Yeah, well said.
Is that a quote from something?
I don't know.
That was poetic.
Yeah.
I think that's from Cyberpunk 2077.
I like it.
I think that's in Cyberpunk.
And then I slap some people. Make me feel better.
But as far as CBS Viacom, man, I mean, that's a way they do their own thing, CBS Viacom. So I don't imagine that they'll pull it. I think they don't. I think they're going to care less. They're going to make their money and do what they want to do. But HBO Max, Netflix, those are people that want to keep Chappelle happy and keep him on the good side of Chappelle. So I'm not surprised by HBO Max doing this. Oh, and by the way, this just shout out to Edward Harold who sent me this. HBO Max is now available on the PS5, but there is still no deal with Roku in sight, which is so frustrating. So if Chappelle wants to put his, if Chappelle wants to do something, put HBO Max on Roku, Chappelle, for God's sakes.
Yeah.
All right, you're a comedian, Brett. Do you think this is a good idea? Do you think Viacom will do this? No?
What I find interesting about this is, let's say, hey, Steph, I've got some real racy photos of you that you want me to take down. Okay, I'll do it in a month. like people are going to rush and wash all of these knowing they're going to go away. So it's not really like honoring what he wants necessarily. It's like, okay, yeah, no, wait a minute, we'll pencil in, it's the end of the year, get some subscribers between then, so yeah. I think it's kind of a half request granted.
Wow.
How does February 1st work for you?
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone's screenshotting.
Yeah. Steph, what's your feeling on this?
On me having photos of you.
My feeling is that Dave Chappelle might be the most powerful person in Hollywood. I don't think hello, Kate.
Other than Kate Mulligan.
Hello, Kate.
Oh, hello, Queen. Recognize Queen.
I bid you adieu. We're talking about Dave Chappelle getting his show off HBO Max, but in a month. I still think he's one of the most powerful people in Hollywood. I don't think anyone else in Hollywood can just call up execs like it's nobody's business and be like, take my shit off because this is how I feel. That execs are like, fuck how you feel. We care about money. So the fact that they're like actually putting out statements that say they care how a creator feels is pretty revolutionary. And I do think it's about time that artists get more say in what their products are, especially musicians. But I think this is a good start. But I don't know if they'll do it for more than anyone but Dave Chappelle.
Yeah. Kate, you got thoughts on this one already? She came in. The lovely Kate Mulligan is here. Do you have thoughts on this with Dave Chappelle and HBO Max and everything like that? What you feeling here?
Whatever Steph said, I agree with. This is what I'll say. The truth is, people, when you sign a contract, you sign a contract, right? So they had no obligation to break the contract because he asked them to. So I do think it speaks volumes of how relationships, how they want relationships to stay good, because I think they also recognize like Dave Chappelle's not somebody we want to piss off. Right. So I don't know. To me, I think it's exactly what Steph said, is that it shows the power that somebody like a Dave Chappelle has. And I don't know that a Brad Pitt could be like, I really regret, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Can we get that back? Like, no one's gonna have that happen.
Good point. Alex, Rachel Silvestrini owns your masters. If she started dropping some old tracks of yours, right, without your permission and whatever, and putting it out there for consumption, you might be upset about this, right? If she recorded you through the doors back when she was living with you.
Give me that shit back, Rachel. Yeah, I mean,
release the Silvestrini cut.
Just through the door recordings, yes, that'd be great. As long as I sound good in them.
What if it's the bad test drive?
Draft. Keep your creators happy, and they'll keep making stuff for you. And so that's what I'm taking from all this. I don't know, this quote seemed kind of weird. It's like, I won't get into it, but it's very, like, obviously you can't get tone from a read quote, but it's like, I won't get into it, but it's very clear that it's a very unique and specific and emotional issue he's got. That kind of sounds like it could be like he's like the CEO or the HBO Max guys, like, it's not our idea to do this, it's
right.
We're just kind of making him happy.
I like your face. It's almost like HBO Max is going to Chappelle. He's got some problems, and we just don't want to do it.
Really,
he's got some
right now
issues.
It's his time of the month. You know what I mean?
Quite frankly, we're scared of him.
Did we mention Black Lives Matter?
We will in a month.
We will. Yes.
Ryan, what's your thoughts on this?
You guys have been basically said it all. I think it's mostly...
That's some old BuzzFeed shows of yours or AfterBuzz shows of yours, and they were putting them up. A prepubescent Ryan,
Gosh, they were all live, so maybe they caught something we deleted. But no, I think this is a classic example of, hey, when Dave Chappelle wasn't as powerful as he was, the studio was taking advantage of him with this deal, like they would with anyone they sign. And I think the only ramification that might come from this is they might think twice when signing someone, like, oh, down the road, they might use their publicity to totally, like strong arm us to, here, listen to what he says. Because how could they not listen to him after that? Like, you can't not listen to it. And he had a great point, and they honestly gave him a bad deal. So it's just unfortunate how many other artists that aren't at the Dave Chappelle status is that happening to right now.
Yeah.
I have to be honest, I'm going to watch all of them before it gets taken off on HBO Max. Like, that thought Brett was talking about is what I'm going to, like, as soon as I read this, I was like, fuck, I have a month to rewatch this. Like, let's go.
2 weeks.
Yeah, because those Comedy Central ones are cut up like crazy now. You can't watch them in like full on custard and everything like that. It's frustrating to watch them. Yeah, all right. But I need to know, like, but Chappell, how powerful is he really? I need to understand how powerful he is, because he's been doing stand-up for Netflix, and that's great. And certainly he was great on SNL the other night. And that stand-up he did with the time code, I think it's 8:46 or 8:54 they did for the George Floyd. That's one of the greatest stand-ups I've ever seen, because it walks that line between speaking about the actual things that are going on in the world and then finding a way to pepper in humor throughout. Just brilliant to walk that line. He did a great job with that. But what's the level? But he's not like, he's not like, I want to say this name, but I don't want to get in trouble, but we're going to move past it. But he's not like Tom Cruise or somebody or somebody huge like that. That's a massive movie star. But is it because of his appeal to the demographic, the important demographic, that 18 to 34 demographic, that people feel that he has this kind of unusual power to do this?
I think I'm gonna go first, guys.
Yeah,
okay,
please.
I'm just gonna throw.
Okay.
I think part of what is Dave Chappelle is not performing, right? So it's not like Tom Cruise is a great actor, right? But we're not seeing Tom Cruise as himself in these movies, right?
Yeah.
So what Dave Chappelle offers us is something very different, which is I feel like he's sort of a prophet in a weird way.
Yeah.
Like I think that he's out here like speaking all sorts of truths, and I think and whether or not you agree with the truths, he's speaking his own truth, I should say. It's not that he's some soothsayer, I guess, all knowing, but like he's speaking his truths that resonates with a lot of people. And I think the truth is that he will speak truth about whoever he works with, and with no fear of repercussion. So if you do him dirty, he will find a way to talk about that, and so I think people just probably want to do right by Dave Chappelle.
No one wants to be dragged by a comedian of that level.
And of that level. And I wouldn't even say Dave Chappelle's the biggest comedian in the world necessarily, because I think I don't know that Dave Chappelle like sells out like the same stadiums that Kevin Hart was selling out, but I think he is the most influential in a way, because I think his audience is, I don't know. That's sort of my.
I agree completely, Kate. I think he's on Oprah level. I think he's like kind of like this secret weapon that's been killing it in this entertainment industry since the moment he stepped in, like a true prodigy. And he speaks truth to power in so many ways. And stand-up comedy is like one of the greatest skill sets of creativity you could ever possibly have. Like what he's done and what he can say and teach people is incredible. And I think now people are starting to realize that he's an incredible human too. Even when Kanye West was begging for help basically by tweeting things, Dave flew there, and everyone's like, I gotta respect this man. I really think people, if they don't know now, in the next few years, he's gonna be one of the most famous people ever.
He's got that, how can I say this correctly? He's got that Mark Ellis energy, right? Like Mark Ellis somehow floats above it all, right? But he understands when to land and where to land. And Mark Ellis is a guy who would absolutely, if you were tweeting about going off the ledge or just like Mark Ellis would fly to you and talk to you about it and see where you're at about it and everything like that. And those are those rare people in the world. And look, he's a son of a bitch too. But like, there's those rare people in the world where they understand, and they somehow they just figure it out on a different level, you know?
Yeah. I was gonna say, Mark Ellis, like Dave Chappelle, they remain unbothered. They say what they're going to say. And I think that's exactly what you're saying, John. Is like Mark Ellis, like he says his thing. He tweets it eloquently. He says whatever, and people come after him. He's still going to tweet the next thing. He remains unbothered because his convictions are strong enough. The truth he feels he's speaking is strong enough that it doesn't matter that he loses fans or he loses popularity or people tell him just stick to comedy, whatever it is. Like, and that's, I think, what you mean by floating above it. Like, whereas like Brett and I, if somebody said half of the things that people are saying to Ellis, Brett and I would just be like, I'll see you at the loony bin. Yeah, I'll stay with the roommate. I hope we can be roommates. Like, I don't know. It's, which it's so admirable.
Where I'm different because I'm like, I'll meet you outside the loony bin.
I look at also like what Roxy's been going through.
Oh yeah, what the hell?
And I'm like, this is. I didn't understand. Like, this is how privileged. Like, I didn't understand that was still actually a thing people said to people.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
About Judaism.
Anti-Semitism. Yeah.
Anti-Semitism.
And Jewish people say it all the time. Like, anti-Semitism is so rampant and prevalent everywhere. And we're like, yeah. Like,
sure.
I know, like, throughout history, Jews have been persecuted more than most groups ever.
Yeah.
But then you, like, see it in, our friends' DMs and in their replies, like, openly, no fucks given. They don't even care. They think what they're saying is okay. It's pretty wild.
It's wild, and I just think, like, she's also somebody who can float. She's not a comedian, but, like, she's somebody that really, I don't know how she puts one foot in front of the other every day. Honestly,
it reminds me of the time when I was first starting out in this business, and Tiffany Smith showed me her DMs and some of this, because I didn't know, right? I didn't understand, and I'd heard, you don't know what it's like in this business as a woman, blah, 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 and then she showed, and I was like, are guys really this terrible? And then I looked in the DMs and I was like,
Brett said donated $20. Hi all, I just wanna say #Tom Cruise 2028. Also Brett, so if I get arrested sometime today, I'll let the cop know that you didn't like me airing my life frustrations harmlessly in a game, so I did it in person. Have a great day, everyone.
Nice.
No.
Nice.
I'll be honest. I made a laugh face about that, but I don't know what it is.
I do that all the time. I'm like, I want to be a part of the laugh. Get me in there.
Shadow Dragon Productions donated $20.
Thank
The
you,
shadows
Shadow.
of that day that I saw in my dreams, my cry could not reach them, no matter how I depict the me of tomorrow. I am drenched in wishes that won't disappear. The scattered fragments catch them with those hands, hold my swaying heart.
That wasn't.
Wait, no. All right,
My
so
mistake, my
about
mistake.
video games, I don't think that video games are the reason people are violent. I always love the meme that said, what kind of video games did they have in 15 whatever? People have been violent forever. I don't think you're violent because you watch video games. I think some of the video games maybe need to be monitored so certain kids can't play them because they're not quite ready to recognize this. Okay, I'm saying you're a bad person for slapping hookers in a video game.
For the record, there was actually a woman at Dickie's new job that talks that way, and she's always like, well, I think we should call up if you can pull up the PDF, it would be, and I was like,
Oh yeah.
and she's like in charge of him. I'm like, whoa. That's a
I might
tough
get in trouble
voice.
here. I might get in trouble here, but that's what I saw the other day. They did a trailer. I was watching Peacock the other day, and they had a trailer, and they showed the Kardashians, and Kim's like, I think it's always better when we're all together. And I'm just like, that's a real voice.
That's a real voice someone
making
uses.
Kim,
millions
what are
of
you
dollars.
talking about?
I think Brett now needs to do karaoke in that voice.
Vocal fry karaoke.
For Mariah Carey.
Hi, Calabasas.
All I
My
want.
favorite thing is just to make it like you can't even understand what I'm saying. With the kids.
Courtney, stop! Please, don't fight
Stop
me.
hitting me.
I think that
You hurt my clavicle.
Not the clavicle.
Yeah,
Not the
my favorite use of like getting she punched me in the clavicle. I don't know, it's a good word.
It's a hard place to punch
Yeah.
too. It hurts your knuckles.
Well, Kate, before you came on the show, we
Yeah.
kind of put it out there. Someone asked Brett Sheridan to do a drunk Brett of All I Want for Christmas Is You. We're trying to get to 750. We're at 140 right now. We've got a little bit over an hour left. If we turn it into a duet, is that possible?
I think we
100%.
decided.
But although I think Christian says we can't do duets.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
what?
because of the choppiness
He says
of
they don't
breaking up.
sync.
There is a
I know.
sinking issue.
Yeah.
Also, we're not,
well,
also
not
I don't
my
know if you know
show.
this, Rocha. I know. I don't know if you know this. I'm definitely not supposed to eat on the show anymore. All the new
wow.
rules are just.
Oh, well.
They've got me by the balls.
This is where Alex pulls out a massive Big Mac. What was that? What was
Yeah.
Where are we with? We're not doing any spoilers, right? For the weekend, for the past weekend we just had?
Spectacular? No.
Yeah. Okay.
Not yet.
They did one on the backstage, right?
Yes,
If you
they
wanna
did.
go
but they, yeah.
check out. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, I had Chandru as my guest last night on the Outlaw Nation show. And if you want to watch two guys tiptoe around electric wires, you can watch us.
Hey,
And
by
then-
the way, if
Yeah.
you want to see John Rocha again this week,
yeah.
1:30, he's going to be on Brett and Kate's Playdate, and we're going to talk about how he won Spectacular this year.
Yes. I wish.
Sorry,
I wish.
spoiler, guys.
Spoiler.
I wish. All right. Anyway, did we finish everything up, Alex, on the news front?
We got a few more.
Okay.
If you want to hit those?
Yeah.
Revenge
People,
of the Nerds.
$600, people. Come on, get us
$600.
$600. We're so close. We're so close. It feels like it's far away, but we're so close. If two of you donate $300, we're there. So I'm just putting it out there for you guys. Or 6 of you donate $100, which I think is best. We'll get there. All right, Alex.
Or 12 of you donate $50.
Yeah.
Or 24 of you donate $12.50.
Yes.
Or I don't know if that math was right.
This is hurting my head. This is like helping my daughter with her comic quarterback.
And hit that like button. All right, Alex.
Also,
Yes.
guys, if you really want a good song, I can sing "See It, Say It, Sign It," the letters of the alphabet. A, 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 B, 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 B. See it, say it, sign it. The letters of the alphabet. So anyway, guys.
Hey,
You're giving away for
It's
free,
a-
Kate.
It's a banger. It's a banger.
I was trying to do the
Certified
flossing
banger,
bits.
backup dancer, John Rocha.
Chandru taught me the floss dance last night. I still don't have it down, but I'll try.
I can't do it. I can mimic a
tried.
lot of dances. That's one I could never get the logistics of.
So
I'm
1, 2,
surprised
3
with
count,
you.
apparently. So
Oh,
so easy to him. I think I need to lose 100 pounds, then I'll be able to do it right.
that might
All
be. It might be when it hits our gut.
Yeah, it helps you swing.
That
Yeah,
kinda
right.
doesn't help with the.
I understand that one because I also have a gut.
Alex,
Alex, what do you got?
Alex without the gut. Tell us, Alex,
Yeah.
what's
Yeah.
going on?
Revenge of the Nerds is getting a reboot with Seth MacFarlane reviving the age-old rivalry between jocks and nerds. The comedic actor will be developing and producing the reboot, with Keith and Kenny Lucas, identical twin brothers who appeared in 22 Jump Street, are set to write and star in the reboot. The Lucas brothers are currently working on a comedy at Universal with Phil Lord and Chris Miller, and also co-wrote and co-produced the upcoming film Judas and the Black Messiah. The upcoming reboot won't be a remake of the 1984 comedy, which hasn't aged all that well and has been criticized in recent years. Instead, the contemporary reimagining will pontificate about today's nerd culture and what even constitutes a geek in the 21st century. Rocha, what do you think about this new take on Revenge of the Nerds?
I am cautiously optimistic. That's what I would say, because this is a whole new world. When I grew up in the 80s, you couldn't be a nerd without getting your ass kicked. I got my ass kicked quite a number of times up until the middle or junior high school. Yeah, basically that. Basically that. You just described my entire middle school experience.
That was an amazing
It was the
drop.
worst. Being a fat kid with a bowl haircut was not a good experience. I was beat up all the time. And so I watched that movie. That movie was like manna from heaven. You know, you felt like you were understood in some way, shape, or form, and you actually got to win in a movie instead of being the joke of the movie. And then of course, as you get older and things get more apparent in that movie, that you're like, oh, that's a little, yeah, we thought it was innocent and funny at the time, but actually tricking someone into sleeping with you is not a good thing to be doing at the time. So,
That's
but
called rape.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
It's okay if it's your wife, right? You can trick them.
Oh, geez.
My wife.
Yikes. But
Not
anyway,
trick it. I mean,
God.
I mean, Kate, what are you? Eh?
Brett was like, ta-da! Just kidding.
But like, what's crazy too is
Johnny
that-
5 for Life donated $50.
Thank you,
you,
John.
Can
Johnny.
I get
Hey!
drunk Brett recreating Tom Cruise going off on his crew for not following COVID protocols?
Sadly,
Except
no.
it's the SEN crew instead. Great show
Yeah,
as
we can-
always. Love you all.
That I think you
We
can
can have
do.
drunk Brett going off on all of us.
Yeah, I
think.
think
I
you
wanna
can
get
do
yelled
that. I
at
think
by
that
drunk
you can
Brett.
do. Yeah.
Totally not related to the story at all.
Nope.
Do we want to save that or want to do that?
Yeah, let's save it. Let's save
All
it.
right. I want to
think
say, like, with Seth MacFarlane doing this,
Yeah.
is it going to be politically incorrect? I mean, isn't that kind of his
That's sort of his
gig?
Yeah,
I
true.
mean, like,
It's a great
so I don't know if it's going to be better or worse in that regard as far as the first one.
he's an interesting cat too. Go ahead, Seth.
Yeah. Well, he's, like a genius in a lot of senses. And I do think he toes the line of being like overtly offensive and just kind of smart. And I think that I see a few names here. Alex Rubens, who's co-writing the script, wrote on Key and Peele and Rick and Morty, and these identical twins from 21 Jump Street. I remember, like, I am happy though that it's like a completely different twist. I wouldn't have been that excited about it, but knowing the people that they're adding on and the main cast, it does look like if they were gonna do this seems like the right direction, but it is a little weird because the dynamic of nerds and jocks has completely shifted. Like, if you look at TikTok, the nerds are running shit. All the fucking e-gamer type people, like, those are it.
Yeah, are we gonna have sympathy for the jocks and and the head cheerleaders now? Is that who the ostracized people are going to be in this? The people that don't play D&D on a Tuesday night? Are they going to be seen as the heroes of the movie? Also, Steph, if I'm not incorrect from what you just read, there's no women involved here. And so if you're going to solve this rape issue, I think you'd have to have a female writer involved in this, being a part of this team.
Yeah, I see all men.
Yeah, I mean, I get that it's two black dudes, but I mean, you've got to have a woman in here, for God's sakes, to kind of balance this thing out if you're going to do it.
Okay, I guess Erica Huggins brought the project to the Lucas brothers and spearheading the development. So maybe she came up with some way to make it. I don't know.
I have a feeling that they're gonna do something very tongue in cheek at that part, and they're gonna be like, because I would never, like, do you know what I mean? I feel like they're gonna be like a winkety wink at the audience, like, because this is 2020.
Joey
like,
donated $50.
Thank you,
Eating
Joey.
less due to a change in lifestyle, so the money I'm saving is yours. Casting question Star Wars but with Expendables type of casting. Who you got? Thanks for making 2020 bearable.
What are you laughing at, Rocha?
Oh, no. Anyway, yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
What just wait? Yes, what Rocha just saw.
Am I allowed to share my screen? No?
You totally can. Let me
Ryan,
go for it now.
Okay.
All
right. Let me see.
Make sure the
take
thing
all
you're
the
sharing is
CUM?
open. Yeah.
All right, is this it? All right, hold on. Nope, that's not it.
Wait, where'd Kate go?
I can't see.
Find
Here
your
we go.
messages.
Okay. Is that it?
Watch your tabs.
Oh, man,
Here we go.
There we go.
Tabs, all the tabs.
Oh my god! Wow, that was so quick.
That's me trying to do the floss dance. So clearly I was not good at that last night.
That, I believe that is what we were just discussing that happens in Revenge of Nerds. Revenge of the Nerds. Just that's you doing it.
Oh, terrible. I'm a good dancer. I just can't do the floss. Anyway, all right. My friend just said, apparently that's a gift now. Great. Fuck.
Yeah.
Perfect. Jason Statham's Iron Man. Yeah.
Yeah. Jason Statham is Iron Man. Okay. We're trying to do the Expendables as the MCU?
In Star Wars. Or
Star Wars,
sorry,
yeah.
Star Wars. So
Star
Iron
Wars.
Man.
Well, Dolph Lundgren is Thor, clearly.
Star Wars.
Star Wars. Sorry,
Star
I
Wars.
misled
You said Iron Man.
I
God
misled
damn
you.
it,
I
Brian.
misled
Iron Man is
No,
in
but
Star Wars.
Iron Man and Star Wars.
I'm
obviously.
a simple human being, Ryan.
C-3PO is an
Oh, you
Iron
guys-
Man.
Oh yeah.
Is Sylvester Stallone as Yoda? Terry Crews as Qui-Gon Jinn. Let's see.
Terry Crews is not Mace Windu? Terry Crews is not Mace
Dolph?
Windu? All right.
No, this is New Age.
Honestly,
I apologize.
I'll keep. I mean,
Donnie
at this
Yasu
point,
donated
enough time's
$20.
passed.
All the things I got made fun of for in school, comics, Star Wars, video games are cool now. Some of those people didn't want Endgame spoiled for them. Things have changed. I think Flash and Peter in the MCU Spidey films are a good way it works now.
Yeah.
I would like to actually hear, like, I mean, I don't want anybody of that age to be really watching the show, but I want to know what it really is like, because do the nerds really, or are the jocks still kind of the mean one? I mean, like, do we know for a fact that there's been a paradigm shift in that? I mean, in the culture of what we live in, maybe the nerd and geek culture is ruling the world, but maybe, high school still sucks. I'm pretty sure.
Hey, Blake! Hey, Blake!
Oh, he could give a shit. He just wants to be in a physical school. Thanks, Obama.
The high schoolers I've talked to, I think the high schoolers I'm neighbors with high schoolers, so we talk, and I used to babysit them years ago before they were in it, and you could see the shift then where people are still playing sports, and I think there are still cool people in sports, quote unquote, but there is more of a popularity, so to speak, with people who are owning social media. Yeah. So that in essence isn't always nerdy, because you can be super douchey on social media, but they're very tech savvy. It's a different type of child.
Let me ask you this. People like myself who took jazz dance in high school, is that cool these days? Or that one's still...
I think maybe that is the one extra line too far.
No, it's good. That's good.
Yeah, I was in debate, so I was really...
Yeah, are you kidding?
Right?
I was on speech team.
Yeah, speech and debate, baby.
Yeah, what's up? Were you?
Why did our letters for our letter jackets have to be in calligraphy and not a regular letter like everybody else?
Yeah. Agreed. I was in Motto UN, so it was the worst. Oh yeah. So, yeah.
I was in
that episode,
which is the only sport that you would probably get made fun of from other jokes.
Yeah.
Volleyball.
Really?
For boys?
Men's volleyball.
Or
Yeah.
were you playing
boys?
Or were you playing women's volleyball? There's a distinction.
Boys.
For boys.
For
Okay.
boys.
I will say,
just like that.
as much as I got made fun of for taking jazz dance, you were the guys that were making fun of me were running around and tackling each other, and I was in dance class with all the best looking women in high school in leotards. So I don't know. I guess maybe
now they have brain disease, and you're on top.
So
yes.
Yep. You really making fun of me? You really? Okay.
How many fingers am I holding up?
Yeah.
I wouldn't know that even if I wasn't seeing double. Can I just say? Oh, sorry.
No, Kate, go.
I would keep Liam Neeson as Qui-Gon because he's old enough now.
Yes.
That's all I want to say.
Wait, that was a great return to topic.
Van Damme as Kylo Ren.
Van Damme as Kylo Ren.
Arnold as Padme.
Randy Couture as Palpatine.
He was a politician, so that does fit pretty well.
Randy Couture.
I will go with everything Steph's saying, because I'm not going to take the time to look up who was in the Expendables.
Oh my God. Have I told you guys? I got to tell you the Randy Couture story. Years ago, I did an independent film with his girlfriend, Mindy Robinson, who I love to pieces. She's a hardcore MAGA person, but I love her to pieces. I can't not.
Adrian Soto donated $50.
Thank you, Adrian.
Hello, everyone, unless it hasn't been completed. Rotten Tomatoes has been doing a best Christmas movie voting showdown. The final four are Home Alone versus Die Hard and Elf versus Home Alone 2. Who wins this? What is everyone's favorite Christmas movie?
Why is Home Alone 2 even in the conversation?
Oh, I love Home Alone 2.
Yeah, but like,
but
both of them to be in and just say fuck all of your other movies is I'm taking this disrespectfully.
Yeah.
There can only be one.
The paint cans are so funny both times.
Paint cans are
I'm
pretty
saying
great.
Elf for the win.
Yeah, Elf and the Grinch with Jim Carrey.
Oh, I like that one. Absolutely.
I actually like that old school. We had it on VHS because we taped it off of the live broadcast of it, the original Grinch cartoon.
Ooh, yes.
It's a Wonderful Life is a good old.
Oh, yeah.
I put Scrooged over at Home Alone 2 in a heartbeat.
Oh,
Scrooge is brilliant.
What
I
would you
feel
guys say
like-
though? Like, what would you guys say the best Groundhog Day movie is though?
That's a
Palm
great
Springs.
question from our reporter Kate.
Palm Springs, I love it.
Yes, Palm Springs, low key.
Yep. All right, people, we are
I
at
knew-
$310. We got 440 more to go.
That's it.
Come on.
If 100 of you, no, if 10 of you gave $31,
No, don't. What is wrong with you? Why are
Yes.
you?
right? Is that right?
Right?
I don't
just
care
trying
what
to
her
make
name
it-
is. You
if
keep her
31
off
of you-
the muscular dystrophy telethon. I don't want her on the telethon. She messes people up with the jokes about money, and they don't
I'm not
donate.
joking. I'm making it accessible because
Yeah.
300 sounds like a lot. 310 sounds like a lot. But if you're just one of 31 people that gives 10, we can get there.
That's
Yeah.
fair. That's fair. All right, 31 of you give $10.
My
That's
my maths is on point.
There's
My math-
822 people in the chat.
She's
If all of you
hooked.
gave $1,
50 cents.
we're 50 cents. We're
Wait,
golden.
no, that will be,
Oh, it's not how we do this. That's not how we.
Okay,
that'll
sorry.
only be $60. All right, anyway.
Whoops. I would go
I
root.
didn't
I'm
know
gonna throw
I took
in.
the Daz
I'm gonna
class.
throw in for a Christmas movie.
Yeah.
A new one that just came out, Jingle Jangle on Netflix.
I
That
watched
one-
it.
that's
Okay. You
that's
like
it's like probably gonna be on my top 10 of the year.
Wow.
Like I freaking
Wow.
love it.
So
It's like
good.
I love Greatest Showman, and like I think this is better than Greatest Showman.
How dare
Like,
you?
Rocha, no, I love Greatest Showman is one of my favorite musicals.
Rocha
Favorite movie
instantly went
musicals.
into fighter mode.
Yeah.
Don't you talk.
I think
about
you'll
the
love
Greatest
Jingle
Showman, son.
Jangle.
Original.
think you'll love
This
it.
is the original. This is original.
Can I tell you I've never
proud of
seen
you,
Signed by
Rocha.
the writers. Signed by the writers.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Wait,
Wait.
go back to Randy Couture's racist
Oh yeah,
girlfriend.
yeah. No, not
Sorry.
his girlfriend. She's-
Sorry, you said
awesome.
MAGA. I'm sorry.
Mindy's
I'm sorry.
awesome. Anyway,
My
I was
mistake,
doing
my
an
mistake.
Independent film years ago. Gronkowski was on in the film too, Robert Gronkowski.
Gronk, yeah.
It's a weird little independent film, and I play the villain of the piece. And in the film, I'm supposed to make out with his girlfriend, Randy Couture's girlfriend, in the bathroom. Well, this we do the scene, and that we're all in line at lunch, and she's being kind of weird and aloof. And then Randy calls her while we're in line at lunch, and he gets on the speakerphone and he goes, where is he? Put him on the phone.
Oh no.
And so I'm like,
Whoa.
oh fuck, because I was nervous doing the scene with her because I was like, it's just kind of a rough makeout scene. I was like, I was checking with her all the whole time, blah blah blah. So she sets this whole fucking thing up, and I had no idea. And he gets on the phone and he goes, hey, I heard you were pretty rough with my girlfriend in the bathroom in that scene, man. And I'm coming down there. I'm gonna be there in about an hour, and I want you to be outside.
I don't like this joke. I don't like this joke.
My
This Revenge of
balls.
the Nerds.
My balls instantly liquefied and slid down my pants.
Yeah.
And
No
I
longer
was
like all
yeah.
the seamen left the ship.
CUM.
I all of a sudden became the middle school kid, the fat middle school kid with a bowl haircut. I'm like, I'm gonna get my ass kicked. But I was sitting there and I froze. I go, oh my God, no! I was checking with her with everything. I made sure she was okay. But I would never. Please, Randy. And this is like in front of the crew while we're all in line getting lunch. And then there's this pause. And he goes, I'm just fucking with you, man. But I'm gonna be there in an hour. But
Oh
definitely,
my
I'm just fucking with you, man.
gosh.
It's cool. I just was like, oh my God, please. And it was because I had told Mindy how much of a fan of Randy I was. So he thought it'd be great to fuck with me like this with Mindy. And I was losing it.
This is one of those stories where at the end of it, I'm like, did you die?
No,
It's one of, like,
he was so cool. I met him. And
But are your balls still there?
No, they just grew back, Kate. They just grew back. His hands were so meaty. Like he shook my hands, and I could just imagine my head getting crunched like this between his hands.
Wow.
But a very nice
That's a good
guy,
story.
very sweet too. But yeah, I was scared out of my mind for about
God.
30 seconds. Anyway,
Johnny
all right,
5
what's
for life donated $20.
Thank you, Johnny.
Hot take
Thank
coming
you.
in. Elf sucks balls.
Oh,
It's
okay.
not funny at all. I don't get what people love about that movie. Christmas Vacation should be in this final four. I
That's a
mean,
fair-
come on, we're in the seventh circle of Hell Ellen.
Helen. Oh, dear.
Christmas
Hello.
vacation. Absolutely Christmas
Absolutely.
vacation.
Christmas vacations, but also very bold take on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Show me who hurt you and where.
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense. Elf is such a great, great film.
And where?
wait, I'm
And
sorry.
where?
What is Christmas Vacation?
Ah!
Oh.
Okay,
You want
guys.
me to
No, I
lie?
got this. No, I've got this, guys. I've got this.
Okay.
Okay, can you give me the synopsis?
Okay. Have you ever heard of a gentleman named Chevy Chase?
Yes.
Okay. Have you ever heard of a company called National Lampoon?
Yeah.
Okay, so this was National
doing well.
Lampoon's
We're doing well.
Vacation. They created this movie Vacation with Christy Brinkley and
Wait, I'm disgusted.
Beverly D'Angelo and Chevy Chase, and then they had a Christmas version of it.
Wow. I suck ass so bad because I am a massive like comedian fan SNL, and this is like so up my alley. Where have I been?
Well, I
Wow.
will say
Gotta
Randy
see.
Quaid, I think, gets like Randy Quaid was very funny in the original Vacation, and then I feel like they just like tried to heighten it too much in the
Shitter's
second-
full
In
clock?
Christmas?
Shit is full close.
Are you
Yeah.
insane?
Oh,
Shit
that's
is
a
full.
brilliant line.
Yeah.
It is a brilliant line, but like I feel like it's that thing where like they're like Johnny Depp was really funny as the pirate. Let's like
That's
like it just feels the same thing. Anyway, but
My-
yes, Steph, check it out.
But have
Okay.
you seen any of the
Also,
vacation movies?
We're just furious that you're young and have so much
Yeah,
life ahead of you.
that's usually what
I
happens.
should know this. I am
No,
like I'm.
That's not true.
I guess.
There's no should.
Okay.
No one
Yeah.
should be mad at anybody for not, seeing, a film.
anything.
I
No
don't
one
know if
should
you
tell
guys
Brett's
know that
mom.
there's
Myself.
7 gajillion films made
Yeah.
in the history of films.
But there's
and
No
one
one
I
should
think
tell.
some of us
Vacation.
are going to miss some of them.
Yeah, yeah.
Wait,
No
I'm
one-
so moved by y'all's support of me not seeing this movie right now. Like,
Well,
what a team this
I didn't
is.
co-sign, but yeah.
For the record, this is this very thing that triggers Brett because somebody once told him his mom was a cunt because he hadn't seen the movie.
Yeah,
2 in a
yeah.
row,
No,
2
it's
shows.
real. Yeah, I went off.
Wow.
There's clips of it. You could see it. Yeah.
I remember that.
They used it
I
in a
don't
British
remember.
way.
Yeah, that was when I realized I'm like, why are people taking this stuff so seriously?
Yeah.
I just said I didn't like Interstellar.
Is that what it was?
That was the first one. The first one was
Oh.
Interstellar, where I just got ripped in it, and I didn't know how the space-time continuum worked and whatever. And I said that, listen, I know things, and then there was a Brett knows things, and they, like, but no, I didn't
was
realize until Kristian threw me into this fire that it wasn't like in my day where you're like, hey, did you like that movie? I didn't care for it. Okay, cool. It wasn't like, oh, you didn't like that movie? Well, fuck you!
So yeah, a Revenge of the Nerds reboot. I can't wait for this. I can't wait for this. Lord of the Rings.
Yeah,
I can't wait for it.
I didn't realize how toxic it was.
It can be. It can be.
Update: we're at 332. Come on, guys! $418 away. $18 away from crossing that line to get Brett Sheridan doing "All I Want for Christmas Is You." Drunk Brett, and maybe Kate.
2
doing the
people
chorus.
put in $209.
Yeah, we'll get there. We'll
We're-
get there. We'll get there. Come on, people! It's Christmas. It's the season of giving. All right, where are we at right now?
You're gonna need a doctor to inspect your health. Chickadee, check yourself before you Shrek yourself. There are over 800 films in the National Film Registry after they announced their selection of 25 American films in their 2020 class.
Nice.
Notable movies include Shrek, The
Yeah.
Hurt Locker, Lilies of the Field, Sweet Sweetback's Badass Song, Shrek, The Dark Knight, A Clockwork Orange, Grease, The Joy Luck Club, Shrek, The Blues Brothers.
Wait a minute.
Shrek.
You said
Welcome,
was in
what do
there
you think of
twice?
this list?
Shrek was in there 4 times, according
What?
to
No, I
Alex.
said it. I said it. What?
I love Shrek too, so
Yes.
I am with that.
Shrek also or Shrek 2?
Shrek 2, Shrek Happily Ever After,
Okay.
Shrek Never After,
Okay.
Shrek
Okay.
After Dark,
The third.
all of them.
Check out the
Shrek After
Shrek
Dark was wild, you know?
Just Shrek it out,
Shrek
man. Shrek it out.
musical on
Shrek the
Netflix
musical.
is
After Dark.
amazing, and I watched that 1,000 times with my daughter. Shrek
Yeah.
a musical, Shrek a musical, Shrek a musical.
Yep. I
Very
think we
good.
talked
Hero
about
song.
that one, Brett.
That's a good one.
Because the song, I love the song, the Farquaad song, Lord Farquaad. That is my favorite. That is.
It's a good. It's a
Oh,
good
me?
musical.
I want to do it one time. I would love to do that song one time at karaoke. Okay, well these
there-
lists, yeah, The Dark Knight, Shrek apparently got in 4 times.
Mhm.
Lilies of the Field, The Hurt Locker, The Blues Brothers. That's another one from SNL.
We're on a mission from Gad. That is, if you wanna know where my accent came from, watch that movie.
Let me
my accent, that's
take
gone.
some of the heat off of Steph for not seeing Christmas Vacation. What's this whole film registry thing?
Well, the National Film Registry is where they. Oh, you don't. Oh, you do know.
I honestly don't know. No, I mean, like, I've heard of it, but I don't.
Okay.
What is it all about? What's the whole?
It's these films that get selected by the Library of Congress to be considered like timeless pieces of
Got
film.
it.
Like, and it's a really interesting list of films. And the fact that Blues Brothers made it is pretty shocking to me. I always see that as a guilty pleasure because it didn't do well when it came out in the theaters. And it's certainly
But it aged so
grown.
well.
Yeah, it has aged so well. But the Hurt Locker, Dark Knight, Freedom
Shadow
Riders
Dragon
got-
Productions donated $20.
Thank you,
The
Shadow.
profile surfacing from the waves of memories slips through my outstretched fingers on the other side of this heat haze. The flickering scenery is something precious, even if but an illusion. My inability to understand the meaning of even tears.
Right?
Yeah. Oh, that one. That's a good callback.
Kate knows.
I'm gonna cry
Kate
after one
knows.
of these. I don't know which one, but
Yeah, these are all
That
like
was a good callback. That joke.
Yeah,
loved it.
absolutely.
The person's on their game.
All right, where are we at here?
yeah, these are all historic movies that are, I think they are preserved as well, like they're masters in the.
They're brined.
li-
Is that what you're saying? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly what they are.
Grease,
yeah, I mean,
though. Yeah.
Grease, yeah, Dark Knight, and Joy Luck Club. I'm very happy about.
How does hand jive go? Do you know how hand jive goes anymore?
Wait, it's
Yeah.
bump 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 bump.
Isn't there a this?
We're all following Ryan's lead.
Yeah.
It goes lap.
Bump,
It goes lap, clap, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, pound, pound.
Body yada 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 yada
Yada,
yada
yada, 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 yada.
Little waist, big titties.
That's the one.
Hey, hey, hey.
Bounce a quarter off that. I love it. All right.
Oh, I love Steph so much. Ooh.
Oddly enough, that wouldn't have been the most racy thing in Greece if that was. I would say Grease is one of the most radio played musical soundtracks of any musical, and you can quote me on that.
Yeah.
Have they played any other musical film more on the radio than Grease?
Nope.
I don't know. Although Frozen came close. I'll tell you that. I heard that song
Yeah.
all the fucking time, man. Let me ask you a question, Brett. Have you ever heard the theory about Grease that they actually did drown and the whole film is a dream?
I think you had mentioned that before, and that's insane. That's
What they sing about it in Summer Lovin', how he showed up splashing around. Now,
Yeah.
she was drowning, and if he showed up splashing around, he clearly cannot swim. So
Yeah.
the rumor is that they died, actually, and the whole film is a dream. And at the end, when they fly away on the car, is the end of the dream because they're flying away on a car. So it's been the whole theory.
It's just
I'd
like,
say
would they
that's-
include the Rizzo like near pregnancy storyline in their dream?
Listen, I don't know what they're dealing with at that time of those kids.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe. It's not. I didn't make up the theory, Ryan.
I
Don't come at me. You just wear your mask and you listen to the rules.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Was it
Now I'm
drunk
getting
Brett that
trouble.
was supposed to do that?
now I'm gonna get in trouble. And the other thing, the gladiator theory too. If you guys ever heard that he actually died, and the rest of the when he's floating like that, he's actually dead, and the rest of the film is also a fucking dream because that emperor never actually died in the arena. He lived for a very long time. So
Oh, I hated that emperor.
yeah, Joaquin. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I want to shout out. So those lyrics that I was saying at the beginning of that, there's a band called Shrek is Love, and they're like a jazz fusion neo funk soul band that is amazing. Please go check them out. They are
Wait,
incredible.
what? It's real?
They've only put like 6 songs out, but all their lyrics are like from one of the Shrek characters' points of view.
Wow.
It's so freaking funny, and they take it so seriously. The music is wild. It's like acid jazz sometimes too. I think you guys will love it. It's crazy. Check it
Marie
out.
Antoinette just entered the frame.
Uh-oh.
Kate, how are you doing?
I know, right?
For the audio listeners, Kate's hair has done something behind her headphones.
It looks
I used
fantastic.
to call this in the swimming pool when we were kids. We're like, let's do the Martha Washington, and I
Yes.
don't know why that was a thing.
It's like,
Yes. Oh, I'll see if I can do it. Hold on.
Like-
For the audio listeners, you just got to imagine how amazing this is.
Martha Washington. Topical stuff.
okay, here she comes.
The Washington.
No, it didn't quite work.
No, but it's pretty good. Yeah. I want to be a part of
Why
it.
was that a thing kids would play in a swimming pool?
Because imagination.
Oh man.
Oh.
All right, where are we? It's time to get into some streamlines, right? I think.
Yeah, let's get into some Streamlabs.
We got to get Steph in front of a mic on a stage. God damn it.
Agreed.
I want to see this. I want to see this stand-up set.
It would all be free the nipple jokes. That's my most important proposition. Stop sexualizing female nipples. We all have the same shit. Ours just are useful.
Yes. For 2 years.
Anyway.
I can't
they were
co-sign
useful.
that. I can't co-sign that. I love the female nipple more than the male nipple, so I can't.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I can't. I apologize.
Yeah.
Well, it's okay when she says it.
Right. Oh, I'm sorry.
You're done.
I was trying to. I'm trying to support women. I'm
Yeah,
trying to
free your
support
nipples.
women.
Oh, you piece of shit. What? I was just backing you up, Steph. How did
Leave the parking lot, Rocha.
Back it up.
Leave the lot.
The audio
problem is-
listeners, Steph just did a really good pantomime of her backing a car up. Yaddy, 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 yaddy.
I
Back
forget
it
to
up and
do
run
for
into
the audio
myself.
listeners while you're not here, Kate. How'd you bring that one?
It's your best bit. It's one of your best bits, I would say.
Well, we're only at 3:56.
Ben
ladies
underscore
and
Rainer
gentlemen, so-
donated $20.
Thank
Hi
you,
gang,
Ben.
happy
you.
hump day.
Thank you, Ben.
Here's a theory for you. In Ferris Bueller, the theory is Ferris is a figment in Cameron imagination. I think it's been debunked, but it's a fun theory. My 4 fav
Whoa.
Christmas movies: 1 Santa Claus 2, Christmas Vacation 3, Elf and Die Hard.
Santa Claus, Christmas Vacation, Elf, Die Hard.
Okay. The Santa Claus.
With Tim Allen, I think.
Yeah.
The Santa Claus. Yes.
I forgot to tell you guys, I know a theory. I don't know if you guys have heard this one, that in The Sixth Sense, he's dead.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Tell me more.
Took me a little.
Hey, Mulligan, I'm getting in my car and I'm driving LA after this. I'm going to meet you outside the hobby horse or whatever it is that you were talking about. The Laugh Factory.
Tim Allen kills Santa Claus in that movie. And
Yeah,
then,
he
like,
does.
Bats an eye.
Isn't it an accident? It's an accident, isn't it?
I think
Or
he
I thought it was.
scares him and he falls off the roof.
Yeah, there you go.
And then that becomes, haven't they done
The Last
more?
Cinema
And
Sailor
without
donated
him or no?
$51.
Oh, thank
Hey
you.
gang,
Thank you.
great show as always. I just finished a relaxing trip to Maldives after having transferred from my posting in Bahrain. I'm glad to be back in the USA. Thanks for keeping me sane over there. I can't wait for the finale of The Mandalorian and TLC.
Yeah.
Hey, thank you for your service.
Yes.
Hey, of all.
What's this finale of the TLC? What does it mean?
TLC.
Is that
The,
like
the,
is,
the last
is there a TV
Like
movie?
the last cat eye.
Yeah.
It's a
The
the
Lord
last-
of
Not gonna give you that one. No, I'm not.
the last cut. TLC.
Yeah.
TLC.
Some tender loving care. I know that. But
Yeah.
is it fair to say that he's gonna give the Mandalorian some tender loving care,
We're gonna get waterfalls or
stroking
Yeah.
that helmet.
By the way,
Somebody's
Last
gotta
Cinema
say it.
Sailor. Last Cinema Sailor, I feel like it means he's in the Navy. And I feel like,
Oh, maybe. Yeah.
you know how I feel about those dress whites, John.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah. If I only had remembered. that.
Cinema Sailor.
Never
Just
mind.
let
Yep.
me know. Just let me know.
Oh,
Although Dwayne, I'll tell you what. Dwayne sent me a picture of him in his marine dress.
Oh, Dwayne Burke. Yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, all right. I stand down.
All
The
right.
Navy might not have the cornerstone on dress uniforms. Anyway.
tables, ladders, chair. No, that's not it.
That's
Tables,
paper.
ladders, chairs. Is that a?
Dub-
WWE.
Oh, TLC
Oh.
this weekend. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Wow, John.
I quit. I should have known that.
John, I'm going to drive to San Diego after this.
Yes.
And I'm going to meet you outside the Hobby Lobby.
Hobby Lobby.
Where you do all your crafting shopping.
Walk out with my big... my thing of the Shire. All right. Anyway, let's.
Have you
get into
been
some
watching that?
Streamlabs.
Is that a thing that you've been watching? Is it?
What?
Is it a show? The table ladder chairs. On
What
W-
happens this weekend? A pay-per-view happens this weekend.
Oh, it's a
TLC.
pay-per-view. Okay, I'm
yeah,
sorry.
Yeah,
Okay,
for
got
the
it, got
WWE.
it, got it.
A
Okay,
lot of
okay.
good matches. Sasha Banks getting into it, so I
All
love
right.
Sasha. Speaking of Mandalorian, yeah. All
Yeah.
right.
Anthony
Alex, what do we
Crosby
got for
donated
Streamlabs?
$20.
Thank you,
Hi
Anthony.
everyone. I love the Muppets Christmas Carol and Scrooge.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
Yes,
got to see
that's
Wonder
true.
Woman 1984 today. I loved it. Hey Kate and Brett.
Hi, sweet Anthony.
Jealous.
Anthony
Come
actually,
on, Rocha
actually.
donated $20.
Come on, Rocha.
TLC is tables, ladders, and chairs. Don't
Thank
you
you.
host a wrestling show?
I do, but when you tie it to the Mandalorian, it throws me off. You host the show, you son of a
Tim
bitch.
Kramer
Hey.
donated $20. Just donating because I love you guys.
Oh,
We
thank
love
you.
you.
Yes.
Love you.
Anthony Crotty is in Ireland and can go to cinema.
Oh, that's why you can see it.
Yeah.
Oh, he went to
It
see
opened today.
Wonder Woman 1984. Oh,
You can take
Train
in
donated
cinema.
$20.
Oh my
What
God.
Tom Cruise said
Thank
is
you.
the kind of lecture we need right now. Tom Cruise is the man. I feel like we have gotten soft, like we just broke a nail. Stop crying, wear your fucking masks and follow the procedures so we can get out of this.
For more news like this, go to Twitter
Yeah,
or
there you go.
Instagram.
I've been told not to speak about it, so we'll move on. If you want to hear our thoughts, I think some of us have tweeted about it there, and you can hear our thoughts, whether we agree with Tom or not. They're on social media.
TLC.
Shall we get to Streamlabs?
TLC.
Yeah, let's do some stream.
Yeah, let's read some.
I need some Diet
All right.
Coke. You go,Alex. I'm gonna grab
Get some,
All
get
right.
some Diet Coke.
Oh,
Get
did
me
you hear
one.
Kristian? Wait, John. Kristian said no more drinking Diet Coke on the show. Just kidding.
Gotta
He
quit on
knows.
the
He,
spot.
he knows John would actually die if he couldn't get it. It's like we gotta
He
get
knows
John
you
an
wouldn't
IV.
listen to
Oh man. Oh! All I want
Just
is
in Seattle says,
Oh.
"Hey y'all, was just going through Linkin Park songs and came across One More Light. This is one of my favorite Linkin Park songs. Made me sad and made me miss Chester even more. Your thoughts on this song? Ben or Alex, how about you sing this today, or maybe during the last show?
Ooh,
last
I
show
love
before
that.
Christmas?
Yes,
Possibly,
Alex.
possibly. I like that song. It's not my favorite, but yeah. Anybody have any Linkin Park?
What's my singing level? Or would you be the next one up on that one, or is that a bigger price point? And
Can
I
why
just
am
say
I
I'm-
just picked every show now?
I was gonna
to
say
do
I've
sing?
never had
Yeah.
to sing.
Shadow
and I
Dragon
love
Productions donated
Wait,
$20.
Never.
you,
Who
Shadow.
said we are lost again in this lonely world?
No one wants it.
I say we can start again. We're on the same ship. It's called Starship Earth. It is not too late. It's our home. So don't say that it's fake. We must not give up to build our future on our dreams.
Read.
This
Agreed.
person is this
Is this all
is that
from
person a
Wall-E?
preacher?
Yeah,
is this-
take me to
Or
church.
Shadow Dragon.
Shadow
if,
Dragon.
listen, is if it's from Wally, it's gonna be like, and don't eat too much.
Don't even get Kate started.
Don't get why you brought it up. You brought it up.
Kate, Alex, whatever your name is. Go, move on before she
Alex.
starts on Wally.
Well,
No, I'm enjoying this.
It's too heavy.
Sexy Sith Lord says, anyone else think Brett has been a little horny lately? At least the new seasons of Viking is coming, so he's due. Hashtag keep hope alive.
That's good.
Brett just goes silent. He's not even
Silent.
looking at us.
Silent.
oh my God, Brett, can I tell about the text gaff the other day?
What was
Oh,
the
this
text?
email is email, right?
No, there was a text gaff. Oh no, that was
Okay,
Mark
sorry.
Riley. But no, but we were so Mark, Brett, and I were on the chain together, and at some point, I was showing them the cabinets that I had repainted. I was like, "Sorry guys, I didn't respond. I was doing this. Can I proceed or no?"
Yeah.
Okay, because it was just a mistake. But he's like, "They look awesome, hon." But it wasn't. It was like he was trying to like say that like or whatever it was. It made more sense. But he called me hun, and then Mark and I were like, I wrote to Mark immediately. I'm like, that's just a typo. He doesn't call me hun. And then I pretended that I was on just mine and Brett's chain, and I was like, Brett, now that I've got you just on our chain, thank you so much. Good night, hun. It was maybe funnier when it happened. I hear that now.
Yeah.
I hear it now, guys. I'm with you.
Hey, at midnight, these things are different.
Yeah.
These things are different.
No, but I understand it was funny. I got it.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, wow.
Where are we at? 527 people.
Hey!
527. Come on.
Hey.
If two of you donate $230, we'll be done.
Wait.
All right, from Helsing 83.
Let me just. Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, Helsing 83. Because of Rocha and Kevin, I got a colonoscopy and everything went well.
Good.
Please, guys, if you're in your late 30s or early 40s, go get one. Having a blood test or stool tests aren't enough. Life is too
Absolutely,
short,
yeah.
so don't make it shorter. Hashtag smash cancer.
Yeah.
Get that tube up your ass to find out if you're okay. And guess what? You're passed out through it, so you're not even going to feel it. And yes, your asshole goes back to where it was before. So calm down. Go and get it done.
I gotta tell you, I mean, part of the thing that's great about a colonoscopy, the prep sucks, but part of what's great about it is you get to take the day off of work, and someone has to drive you around.
Yep.
Oh.
I had a friend. So this is a friend who ultimately ended up being in the same exact position Smets is in. But when he was younger, when he first went to get his first colonoscopy and endoscopy, they said to him, they're like, okay, so who's driving you home? And he only could take off one day of work. He's a freelance editor, and he was like, nobody's picking me up. And they're like, well, we can't actually do the procedure if you don't have somebody picking you up. And he's like, well, why is that? And they're like, well, we can't put you under. And he's like, then don't put me under. And they're like, I'm sorry, what? And he was like, don't put me under. I can't take another day off of work. Wow. He took those garden hoses like a fucking champ. And everything came out clear, but then he's since gone back. And then right after he had a newborn baby, I don't know if it was stage 3, but stage 2 colon cancer found because he did his routine colonoscopies.
Wow.
And he has beat it, knock on wood, but this was like a couple years ago. But anyway, this guy was a boss. He's like, I'll just take it.
Good.
All right.
Wow, he has the strongest butthole I think ever.
Clearly.
I mean, also endoscopy too. They did both. They put a garden hose down his throat.
Oh my God.
Like,
damn.
What?
What is his skin made of? Metal? Like,
truly. I mean, I think it really hurt, but he was like, I just talked to Jesus. He's one of the funniest dudes. Just one of the funniest dudes. Anyway.
Save me, God. Save me.
Yeah. Anyway, you get to take drugs and take a day off of work and have someone drive you around. That's my pitch for it.
Also, America needs to chill out in this idea. You should be able to take a day off of work afterwards, for fuck's sake.
Yes.
You can't take another. You should be able to get paid for that.
It was
it's
just
a
that
healthy thing.
It was just that he was freelance. I mean, you know how this industry
that makes
works.
Sense. Yeah, fuck.
He
that makes
he
sense.
had to he lost a whole day of pay.
Oh yeah, I remember.
So and he couldn't. So.
Damn.
Anyway.
Let's keep going, Alex.
Shout out to Jimmy. My buddy Jimmy.
Shout out to Jimmy. Oh, Jimmy's in the chat. No, just kidding.
Yeah.
Bojack
Mr. Anus.
says...
No, sorry.
He would tell that story better.
Is he Mr. Anus?
Yeah.
No.
All right. From Bojack's, John, I would gladly trade you a couple of Black superhero Disney Plus shows for Latino-led superhero shows if I can get a couple more Black Star Wars lead characters on Disney Plus and in the movies.
Bro, you don't need to trade the black ones. Trade me some white ones for some Latino ones. And I'm glad you give me some Black Star Wars ones. Those motherfuckers got too many. So we can take a couple for the Latino side of things, and we'll take some Black Star Wars on your end. Absolutely.
Yes.
And it does not have to be Mace Windu. Fuck, there are other black people in Star Wars. Jesus Christ. All right.
Are we going to see him Friday? Sorry. Let's keep going. I'm worried.
Speaking of,
it better not
speaking
be
of,
him.
Trouser
I'm so
Snakes.
fucking mad.
Speaking of, Trouser Snake Jake Conjo says, I'm so ready for Friday, the Mando finale. I'm ready to sit back, relax, whip out my wang, and say, let's go!
Oh.
Steph, don't make Han fly solo tonight. Let's find someplace quiet. Steph, what's your type of guy? Brett, are you ready to whip out your wang?
Right?
Two wangs and one comment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know the Mandalorian was a wangs out for the screen type.
Yeah.
You didn't know that?
Not for our family viewings.
Oh.
Not so much. Not so much.
Me and Trouser Snake?
Oh wow.
I'm going to
And
say
it-
this to our fans. I want to say this to the people who listen. Nobody is going to get a date with Steph Sabraw by sending in a comment. All right. She is going to pick someone that's wrong for her because that's where she's at in her life. And it's going to torture her and not treat her well. And she's going to try to figure it out. And then eventually she'll find the right guy. But right now, you guys aren't going to get a guy. You aren't going to DM her and get a date. You're not going to send her a message and get a date. Sabraw's of higher quality, son. You can't come with the low quality game.
Rocha, you're half right. I also I did do that scenario.
Oh, you did already.
But,
Okay.
Yeah,
good.
yeah, and like
I don't know your age, so I don't judge. Yeah, go ahead.
Let me be clear, it was absolute hell, and I need like a 5-page thesis statement as to why I should indulge in the act of a relationship again. Because I'm a scorned woman. I'll say it. I'm a scorned woman.
That's what a woman like Sabraw is gonna find that guy that's a little harder to get, and she's gonna be interested in because he's like, whatever, I'll hang out with you if you want. And then later, she's gonna realize that was a dumb thing. I had to go through that, and then she's gonna find the guy she wants to be with. So it's all time.
She is going to end up with a really, really white nerd with a big tushy, I think. That's
Wait, is it you?
It's me.
Oh! I'm down for it.
I'm the soothsayer I was talking.
I'm here for it.
Not
all right.
really joking.
520. We got $210 to go. Come on, people. $230 to go. Anyway, let's go. Let's keep going, Alex.
If 23 of you.
Ask Steph out.
Sorry.
All right, the Yamagata 32 says, "Hey gang, with everything going on right now, I appreciate you guys giving me 2 hours to hang out with you guys. Would love to be on the show with all you good people. So with all the announcements, when is the Brett and Kate show going on Disney Plus?"
Yes.
Once it's out from behind the paywall.
Please put us on the Disney Plus.
Oh my God.
It's just a little too precious to be just out there for everyone. They're known for staying on topic, A. B, having a topic every week, naturally. Not hurriedly signing in and making something up on the spot. So the show's not for everyone. Help me.
Brett and I do want to do a show. We do want to create a home improvement show, though, where we just build IKEA furniture for people.
Yes.
I would love to be on that show.
Man, wouldn't that be good?
I'm about to return my IKEA entertainment center because it's wonky as fuck. So I would love to be on that show.
It might be that you were wonky as fuck when you built
Hell no! I built the fuck out of IKEA.
Let me ask you. This is how Brett and I gauge. This is how Brett and I gauge if you did it well or not. Did you use the Allen wrench they provided? Or
yes.
Nope. Sorry.
Noob.
Nope. Newbie.
That's the bookcase. That's the bookcase.
Noob. No, Brett and I don't stand for that.
If you guys do the show, will you go to IKEA for people? Because I
you
hate
should.
that place.
Yeah, for sure.
Wow.
I
I would
get
pay big
lost.
off for that.
Oh.
Yeah. I'll tell you what. I'll go to IKEA. I'll stand in the 15-minute line, 6 feet apart from everybody.
Yeah.
With my face shield and my mask and my iPhone, and I
Yes.
will film it.
Speaking of IKEA, Spinning Art says, "Who would you guys, especially Rocha, cast as the Avengers using only stars from the 30s and 40s? I would say Clark Gable and Tony Stark, but with a steampunk Iron Man suit. Love you guys."
Okay.
Ooh. 30s and 40s. I have to
Google this.
Judy is Judy Garland
jeez.
the 50s or no?
She's 40s. Yeah,
She's 40s.
Did the Andy
Judy
Rooney
Garland
stuff and
Judy
30s.
Garland as Black Widow.
Okay. Yeah, because I mean,
love that voice.
Wizard of Oz is 1939, so Judy Garland totally
There you
qualifies.
go.
All right. I like the Clark Gable stuff. Where do we put
Jimmy Stewart? That's too.
Humphrey Bogart. Humphrey Bogart, Nick Fury.
Oh.
He's a great Nick Fury, right?
Ooh.
You fuckers don't know what
That's a
you're
good
doing.
one.
You don't know what you're doing.
Oh my gosh, Gregory Peck as
Yes.
Vision.
As
Gregory Peck
Vision.
could be good. I like that.
Olivia de Havilland as Scarlet Witch.
I like that. Olivia would be
Wow.
great. What do we do? Errol Flynn. Is Errol Flynn Thor? Is Errol Flynn Thor? Maybe Errol Flynn Thor.
Hawkeye.
Maybe? Hawkeye. Errol Flynn is
Hawkeye.
Hawkeye.
Step underscore
yeah.
Diddy
Absolutely.
donated $20.
Thank
Hey
you.
Mama Lion, how good did it feel to kick Grace out of your let me repeat the catest Mummievers
No
faction? Also
spoilers.
Rocha's
We're
little
muting
speak.
it.
Blah, 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 blah,
We're
blah,
muting
blah.
it. Don't read it on the screen. It's on the screen. Don't read it. All right.
That wasn't you guys. That was I kicked her out of my house. That's
Oh, okay.
not my. That's not a spoiler.
Oh.
Everybody, didn't you guys see me tweet that out? That I kicked her
Yeah.
out of my house because she
Oh.
tried to come in without a mask.
Nice.
She ate crackers on your couch.
And I said, don't do that.
Anyway,
Get
Alex,
the
what's next?
Like
Out
you-
of
like-
here.
Trash Panda says, since you guys are talking about Christmas movies, I rewatched The Santa Claus with Tim Allen on Disney Plus for the first time in years.
The
Wow,
murderer?
This kid is a little prick in that movie. Didn't feel bad for his parents getting
Did
divorced
kill
at all.
He totally killed him.
Free the homie Tim Allen, you know what I mean?
Michael Ratdinga says, I went to a small school. 30 to 40 kids a class, grades 7 to 12. I was a jock and nerd. My dad was principal and coach.
Oh.
Started on basketball, football, bowling, and golf teams.
I'm sorry,
But was
bowling?
also a mathlete,
We had bowling too.
academic games, marching band, Eagle's Nest, etc. Part 1, Part 2. I was picked on most for being a teacher slash principal kid than being a nerd or jock. But I was an anomaly. Some of my jock friends weren't as cool. But I had friends in all the cliques, if they are still called that.
Yeah.
You
Principal,
definitely won
coach,
your high
dad.
school.
Yeah.
And you had to have been going to private school because I know my public schools didn't have that many extracurricular activities.
You know what's funny? My public school did. We had bowling.
Whoa.
What?
And we also had bowling for gym. We would load up on the bus, but I was in a varsity sport, so I didn't have to take gym. But
Yeah.
they would load up on the bus and they would go in that 50-minute period, and I think they would do it. They would I forget how they got to and from on time, but it was like they would go, they would play like one round, and then they would get back on the bus and come back to school.
Wow.
If there's
Public-
one thing I miss about the lockdown, everything is bowling. I used to go bowl by myself, as a peaceful thing. I'm almost like Lebowski. I would sit back sometimes
Same,
with my
Rocha.
fries, close my eyes, and just listen to the sounds of the lanes. That moment in the movie, I'm like, that is peaceful.
Did
That
you
is-
ever come to Pickwick out here in Burbank?
Yeah, a few times.
That was
actually.
that was our family, that was our hang. Dickie would go there by himself sometimes, but then sometimes we'd join and we'd play arcade games. Dickie ended up buying a pair of bowling shoes because he was going so often. I mean, and that is when we talk to the boys, what do you miss? What do you miss the most? I thought they were gonna say Chuck E. Cheese. They said
Oh my god, I was like, what?
legitimately scared. For the audio listeners, Kate Mulligan has a bowling alley in her house.
That's my baby Yoda on the moment, Grogu connecting.
Anyway,
Yeah.
they said they missed the bowling alley, and they call him the big Zamboni, the thing that cleans the lanes. They're idiots, aren't
I
they?
miss it.
Oh.
I missed it.
Kids
I
say
miss-
the
I went to Lucky
stupidest
Strike once.
shit.
I went to Lucky Strike once, never again. I did once, and I was like, "Fuck this!" Walked out, right out. So where's the dirty fries? Where's the weird dude at the end who just
100%. Where's the guy that goes out there with his walker?
Right.
Hello.
Where's the white trash woman that would have hit on 20 years ago? Where's
Where's
she?
the guy that stole my shoes
Step
that
underscore
one
Diddy
time we went
donated
bowling?
$20. Sorry Ryan, he'll try this again. Rocha, I'm studying my butt if to get into the league. I'm coming for you, outlaw. Listen,
course you
just make it easy on yourself and become a manager. It'll be good for you not to lose any more. Plus on the draft you can pick fourth.
Wow.
I know. Everybody comes for the ally because I'm the best. That's why. So fuck off.
Yeah, that is.
Wow.
You can swing off one ball and tell your friend to swing off my other ball. All right.
Oh my.
What's the next thing?
You're right.
That's a
Michael
spoiler.
Michael Ratdinga says, my favorite Christmas movie is Christmas Vacation. I love the squirrel in the tree and when Grandma says the pledge instead of grace. And the brother-in-law reminds me of so much of my family / people I knew back in West Virginia. Favorite Christmas comedy.
It's that
So
one.
yeah, Steph, you gotta watch it.
Yeah.
Yep.
I
I
love
have to
that
watch
part
it too.
too.
I haven't seen it.
My favorite part.
Ace Money says, best alt theory is Tom Cruise's War of the Worlds. Theory is that Tom Cruise and his daughter never make it out of Tim Robbins' house alive. When they leave the house, everything is colorful and surreal like in Wizard of Oz. His son and fam are all alive at the end.
Oh. Whoa.
I haven't heard that one.
I gotta see that one again.
Yeah.
I actually remember thinking it was good. But
Wizard
maybe
of
I
Oz?
did.
Which one?
No, War of the Worlds.
Oh, I'm still 30 minutes ago. Sorry, I'm catching up.
Okay.
All right, War of the All right.
Let me see. Where are we next?
Where we at? Hold on. We got 12 minutes. $557. Looks like we're not going to make it unless someone donates $200 or 2 people donate $100 or 4 people donate 50 in the next 12 minutes. So.
Or 8 people donate 25. Boop! Or 16 people donate $12.50. I'm just saying. Mama,
Or someone donates $1,000 right now and Kate will get the performance of her lifetime.
Yes.
Yes.
Forking the
somebody
whole time.
donated $1,000 right now. I'd give out personal information.
Oh my God. You would see a Grammy worthy voice come out.
I'll just be like, all right, here's my address.
All right. Shadow Dragon Production says, the lyrics are from anime and video games. I'm not a talented writer. I'm a terrible writer.
Ooh.
Oh.
I bet you can write a better burn than an idiot just wrote about the outlaw. So.
Okay. John, you seem to be flying above it. You seem to be pulling an Ellis. But now I see it's come back to it. Okay.
I'll meet you outside the Chuckle Hut. All right.
All right, Mr. Anus.
Mr. Anus.
Mr. Anus.
Oh,
I think those colonoscopy stories really tore me up.
I liked it, guys. I liked it. I did. I liked
All right. Trash Panda says, Rocha, show us the Lon Harris Christmas ornament.
Oh my God, for some reason I thought that was a reference to your balls. Wow. Okay.
Stop. That is not.
I mean, he's got the red and black.
Oh my
He's got the red and black and the beard. And the beard. What's that? You know Eddie Murphy questions? You son of a...
And Steph, I see you. I see
What would the other ball be named, Steph?
Dingle Nut.
Oh,
God. Okay. Next one from Bella. So we know Rocha speaks Spanish and Alex is uncultured and forgot how to speak Tagalog. LOL, kidding. Alex, we love you.
Oh.
Steph, can you speak Japanese?
No, I wish.
Oh, who's uncultured here?
My grandparents moved here like 3 years after World War II. So the Japanese were just released from an internment camp. So it wasn't really cool to start speaking Japanese all the time. So they didn't teach their kids or me, unfortunately.
Have you been to Japan?
No, we were supposed to go this summer for the Olympics.
same.
We're like, we're going, we're visiting our cousins. Let's do this. And then obviously we couldn't. So the plan is to, depending how things go next year, like what Japan looks like in the summer, we might go.
Honestly, you should go to Japan and just live there. Because
Yeah. Have you been?
No, never.
Oh.
But I mean,
great things.
Oh, it's like my true north of where to go. Honestly, that and Australia are like my two goals.
My flight to Japan was supposed to be a week after quarantine began.
Oh.
So I had to cancel all that. Yeah, it was a mess. Yeah, it's quite a time.
Am I the only one, Steph? Am I the only one that doesn't know your genetic makeup? Like what? Yeah, what's your?
She's a human, Kate.
Yeah. Humanoid.
I'm trying to figure out who I need to mate with to make something this gorgeous.
Well, it would be very hard because there's so many. I feel like because of all the fucked up shit that happened in the world, people were placed in random places and then started like fucking each other. And then I was born. But I'm Japanese, Lebanese, Armenian, and then a little bit of mixed European.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about. That if Steph Sabraw is not a reason to mix the genes, people, I'm just saying.
Right.
I'm just saying. Right. Mix the jeans.
Those Levi's.
Love it.
Let's keep going, Alex.
All right, Michael Redinga says Public school in rural West Virginia. Bowling and golf was only after-school activities in neighboring town. Single is school. Only reason we had bowling and golf teams was because I played them and Dad had a coaching card and got some of my friends and started them.
Yeah.
I like that. Okay, so it wasn't. He's saying it wasn't a private school.
No.
Is that what he's saying?
Correct.
I don't know. Never
My
mind.
town had 24,000 people in it, and we had 2 bowling alleys, so it's kind of a big deal.
Pretty rich. Pretty
Yeah.
rich.
2 McDonald's. I hate to brag, but
All right, next one from Accuser of the Bagels. I haven't been here for 7 months because of COVID stuff.
Oh,
What the
shit.
fuck is the Casper, the friendly ghost-looking kid up in the top right-hand corner?
oh my God, am I in the right-hand corner,
Yeah,
or is
it's
it Ryan
you.
today?
That's you, Fred.
Right, it's you. I thought it was for sure Ryan, and then I looked
I
down.
thought it was for sure me.
I've been on the show for a very
Yeah, I know
long
what he's
time. How
talking
long have
about.
you been gone?
Right, it's here every day.
I was on the first episode.
All right, next one from Artificial PP. Hello, everyone. Since Kate said she knows her Filipino stuff, what are some Filipino
Ryan
foods
Payne
y'all think?
donated $20.
Thank you,
Here's
Ryan.
another fan theory. In Inception, it's been theorized Cobb's actual totem is his wedding ring. He's wearing it when he's dreaming, but not when he's awake. It would give another layer to his character and probably would solve the ending.
Oh.
Thoughts?
Yeah, that's a great one. We discussed it on the Cinephiles afterwards because we had done the whole show, and then someone chimed in with that after they listened to it. We're like, holy shit, we did a separate thing on it. It is actually there. If you can track that wedding ring through the movie. It's pretty
That's so
brilliant.
interesting. Okay, what was the question about Filipino food? This is what I live for.
Yeah, what are some Filipino food y'all think the hosts today would like? I don't think they can handle balut. And Rocha, that story you told us a long time ago about Filipino girl in shower was funny. Thanks.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, no, I'm not.
What? How do you guys feel about fish?
Love
fish.
fish.
Okay,
like
then they can. I think they could handle bangus. Don't you think, Alex?
Yeah, bangos is good. Yeah.
I think everybody could handle
That's easy, yeah.
halo halo
Yes.
because
It's a
halo
dessert.
halo. It's a
Wow,
dessert.
Kate's coming with a menu right now.
Yeah.
I know,
I
right?
got a menu.
Beef
you
and
got?
broccoli, cashew chicken. No, different.
Kung
Am I
Pao.
doing a different? Kung Pao
Orange
chicken.
chicken.
General
Oh.
Chow's chicken.
Oh my god. Oh yeah.
I've never
lumpia,
had balut, so
Yeah,
I-
that's the egg that's like the 1,000-year-old egg, right? That's a
balut. No, it's
No, it's
the
the-
fetus.
It's
Yeah,
it's
the
like
fetus
it's,
that's-
yes, it's actually a fertilized egg.
Nope.
Like
Oh.
it's an egg with chicky.
Love ya.
Mm.
Nope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Either.
A lot of
Good.
Filipino
Oh.
dishes I can't really eat because I'm pescatarian now, so I can only
Me
eat
too.
I only fish.
God.
Yeah. So
Oh, okay.
yeah, I miss chicken adobo, longanisa,
adobo,
Yes.
lumpia.
What's
Why-
is it lumpia? Lumpia? Is that how you say
Lumpia.
it? Lumpia.
Lumpia.
Lumpia. Yeah.
Why are you a pescatarian? Are you not skinny enough? What the fuck? You
Yeah.
son of a bitch.
I'm repping the Philippines with my shirts.
Oh,
today.
respect.
Hey.
Shout out to
Nice.
Kuyate. Go check some Filipino merch out there.
Also,
Kuyate.
Free plug
should be
from
you should be repping the Philippines.
the Philippines.
Yes. Thank
I
you.
love how they
Yeah.
I think Van Damme fought in that blood sport, the Kuyate. Or was that the Kumite? I get him confused. Alex.
The Last Cinemas Sailor donated $51.
Getting close.
Thank you.
Scrooged, Trading Places, Christmas Vacation and Die Hard are my favorite movies.
There
What
you
is
go.
your favorite Christmas song? Mine is Do You Hear What I Hear? Bing Crosby's
song.
version is the best.
Mm.
And
That's a
what
good
is
song.
your Christmas Eve meal? Mine is tamales and rice.
Oh,
tamales and
all
rice.
right.
Tamales. Tamales.
Favorite song, guys?
All right. So what's a Christmas song?
song.
Number one is All I Want for Christmas Is You, but Little Drummer Boy, the Bob Seger. Oh no, I'm sorry, the chorus version. That one, I cry every time at the end. Every single time, I get all emotional because the kid is so poor. All he can give the baby Jesus is his song, and it's just like, oh,
Christmas shoes.
I
Best
fucking
song
hate you.
ever.
What'd you say?
The
Chris?
Christmas
I'll shoot you,
shoes.
Brett. I'll shoot you, Brett.
And Kate's favorite Christmas Eve dish is booze.
Booze.
I was gonna say mine, but my mom's watching.
And Kate, who is a ghost in the top right corner today. Her favorite dish is booze. And Brad's, you know what's funny? We didn't do like a Christmas Eve. We were always prepping for hosting both families for Christmas the next day. So we would like shove something like in our mouths quickly.
Oh.
It was never, Christmas Eve was not like, we would like go to mass and like that was, and then we would listen to Polar Express.
Oh my God.
The William Hurt version.
Not
I just
Joe
remembered a
Christmas
very
Eve
sad
was-
thing.
What's that?
Yeah.
What?
Oh, sorry. No, the Christmas Eve we went to our friend's house. She always made clam chowder and chili, and had all these great cookies like wreaths with and like it was always the same stuff. And I mean, we always went as a kid. It was just came home with a bag of cookies, and now she's gonna have to go around and like deliver to my mom's place, and this will be the first time that my mom hasn't gone there since I was a kid. So that's
Oh.
Speaking of Christmas, it is snowing so hard right now.
Aw.
It's like
Yeah,
it's
man.
really quite terrifying.
Can we
Like
see?
it is really just coming down out there.
You're in.
It's hard to see.
It is hard to see. Yeah, get closer. Ryan, where are you right now?
This is right on the PA Delaware
Oh,
border.
yeah. Did you show it? Did you show it?
He's one
No,
of
I
the
didn't
3
look
people
good.
that live in Delaware.
Show it again. Show
Yeah.
it again. What if the's like? What if he's shooting?
Oh,
what if? That's
what a
beautiful.
view.
Who's that guy standing in
Yeah.
that?
What if he pans down? It's like Jason waving.
God.
Oh Holy Night's my favorite one.
Ah, yes.
Wow. I love all of Mariah Carey's songs. 8 Days of
Yes.
Christmas, Destiny's Child is a hidden banger. I want a hippopotamus for Christmas. That's just a great sing along. You can't go wrong with that one.
My least favorite song is the hippopotamus.
You want a hippopotamus for Christmas?
I don't think I've ever made it through the whole thing.
What? Sorry, I just became
Only
fan of Nanny like very quickly.
Christmas in Hollis, Run DMC.
Oh
let's see, what
yeah.
My new favorite
What's
is
wrong, Rocha? What's wrong?
What's your new favorite, Alex?
my new
what's your-
favorite is a song called "Best Believe It's Christmas" by my friend Neiman. So go check that out.
How do you spell Neiman's? Like Marcus?
Nieman. Check it out. It just came out
yeah.
today.
So,
Best
like
Believe It's
Marcus.
Christmas.
Rocha's
No,
dying.
N-I-E.
Rocha.
Oh, I-E instead of
Yeah.
E-I. Gotcha, sorry.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's
Neiman, check it
snowing.
out.
It's snowing. Ryan, I can't do it. Oh, that would just be brilliant.
Who's in the fucking woods?
It's just someone on the ladder. God. It's
So,
it's-
anyways.
Let me finish these super chats.
Alright.
John G
Okay.
says, my Catholic grade school had a bowling alley. Thank you, John G.
Ooh.
J
Praise
Dog
Jesus.
says, love the old Minnesota North Stars,
Yeah.
T. Rocha. The
Respect.
Cleveland Barons merged with Minnesota in 1978. Love the show. Have a holly jolly Christmas.
By the
you,
way,
Jen.
John G, who sent the thing about the bowling alley as Catholic school, he made it home in time to see his dad.
Yay!
Oh, good,
Dad.
good.
I don't know what the status is now, but he had updated me. So
Wow.
He'll be
Very
home for
I
happy.
got
Christmas.
these.
Yes,
Good job.
very happy.
Nice one. I
All
got
right,
these
and
off
then-
of 47 Tees. I bought a bunch of stuff with old logos. I wanted to kind of see, so representative of the Minnesota North Stars from the 70s. All right, keep going, man.
That's all the Streamlabs. So we
Oh!
do have an impression.
Oh, yes, we do.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
going to be Drunk Brett going off on all of us.
Yep, we didn't get there, ladies and gentlemen. 6:48, so we didn't get to 7:50,
Sorry.
unfortunately. So
sorry.
we won't get the
We
song,
yelled
but we
at.
do get this imitation.
I blame Rocha for not getting to the money because he's supposed to tell people every 2 seconds to bring in the Streamlabs he didn't talk. And I noticed about 35 minutes in the show, none of you motherfuckers are wearing your mask. Don't you know that it can bounce through the screen and you can get coded to the internet? Well, you didn't know it because you have microchips in your brain and you're not can get into 5G. So the freaking COVID's gonna go through 5G because you're not wearing a mask. And that's all I know about that. And I don't know why everybody says it's a Die Hard Christmas movie. It's only one element of the movie, and it's not necessarily about on Christmas.
We do not deserve him.
Boot
Whoa, that was
Here we
fucking good.
Stellar.
Do not deserve Brett.
Oh,
No.
stellar.
No.
Fucking stellar.
You know, my goal for 2021 is to earn Brett. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Genius. All right. Is that everything, Alex?
Let's see. I just got two last ones. Trash Panda says my
The
favorite
last
Christmas
cinema
song
sailor
is.
donated $55.
Oh,
Hope this helps. Love you
Thank you.
guys.
Close.
Thank you.
Ryan, where do we get to?
Oh, whoops, that's wrong. I just typed it
Yeah.
wrong. Okay.
703. Damn it, we're $47 short.
47 away. Yo.
Oh.
Come
Who's
on.
gonna
Heck of a
step
campaign
up?
trail we're having, though, guys. Great
Yes.
work.
Thank you.
Only
you.
had Will
happen.
Ferrell.
We're gonna
here.
flip Georgia.
Come on, people.
Send it in.
Trash Panda says my favorite Christmas song is "I Won't Be Home for Christmas" by Blink-182, and Mr. Anus says the best Christmas song is "The Season's Upon Us" by the Dropkick Murphys.
Ah.
Ooh. Alex, can I ask you a question? You know that song?
Yes,
And
you
the
may.
sun will set for you.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
Is that Linkin Park? Who is
That
that?
is Linkin Park.
I
And the
love that one.
shadow of the day.
Yeah.
Because that was a question earlier.
What's that song that goes?
What's that song that goes like, "Oh, I wanna dance with somebody"? What's that song called?
I wanna be there with somebody.
That is, by the way, my boys know that song because Dickie used to read a book about a dragon that all it wanted to do was sing, and he would get to that page and he would always have it go, "Oh, I want to dance with somebody." So my kids know that song from a book about a
They're
dragon.
cultured. Good.
Damn it.
_K_Wolf donated $47. Yes, I have to save the day again.
Okay, so what is it? I wasn't even prepped
All I want
for.
for Christmas is you,
Oh,
Mariah Carey,
all right.
in
Well,
the
okay,
Valley
stall for a
Girl
sec.
voice.
Dude, the Hail Mary.
Was it
Wow.
Valley Girl or drunk? Is it?
Oh, which one is it, guys? Is
I think it was. I think it
both.
was drunk. I think it was drunk, but you can do both.
You can do
Yeah.
both.
Drunk
We can
cowgirl.
do a verse for one.
Oh man, hell
my
yeah.
Drunk Fellas.
Goodness.
Remember to
Hell
share your
yeah.
audio.
This has been a fantastic show.
I know.
Incredible
Fantastic.
show.
I didn't have it pulled up.
Brett,
thought
I
we were
will, while you're pulling it up, tell us when you're ready. But while you're pulling it up, I would like to tell everybody that the way my night went last night, in case there was any question if I have a booze problem, was I fell asleep playing Animal Crossing on my couch at like 9 something, woke up at 1, saw that my went, and I was like, oh, I'll just get work done. Then at 4 this morning, so I was up from 1 to 4 getting work done, cleaned up my
last
bed,
cinema sailor
and then I
donated
saw at 4 in the
$40.
morning, I had
Also,
a beer
I
that
forgot
I hadn't finished
Claymation
from the night
Christmas
before,
was
and I was
my
like, oh, I
absolute
can't let
fat.
that go to waste.
Hashtag we
So
three
I
kings.
slammed a 16-ounce
The
Sapporo.
last cinema sailor
At
donated
4.
$40.
Oh!
Also, I forgot Claymation Christmas was my absolute fat growing up.
Yeah.
Hashtag we three kings.
200 away from the 1,000 goal.
How much?
200 to
Just
hear.
saying.
Go for another 30 minutes, baby.
You don't want this smoke.
This is overtime. Extra minutes in soccer.
Brett, did I
Oh
buy
my-
enough time for you, honey, by telling
Let's
a
see.
story that would horrify everyone?
A little louder.
That was amazing.
Little
Okay.
That's good. I like it.
He
All right. So I
slices.
start drunk Brett, and then I do the go into Valley Girl kind of thing, or Bill
Yeah, I
Vocal
love it.
Fry.
Up to you.
Brett Sheridan.
Brett.
Wow.
I tried to do a little.
Incredible.
Did you ever see? There's an album called Golden Throats where what's this, the Star Trek guy does spoken word to a bunch of songs. Who am I
Yeah.
thinking of? Why can't I think?
Brett, just let us know. Have you ever heard that song before?
I'm telling you, trying to read the words.
No, I can't even imagine. I'm just
Dumbest
teasing.
thing. Someone
I'm
like
teasing.
Ben was having issue the other day. Was it really that bad? Okay.
It was great.
I said it was
Okay, are
fantastic.
Oh my
you-
God,
No,
it was great.
no.
Yeah,
Brett.
more than enough impressions
Also,
for their
when you-
money.
Yeah, you have
I know.
24 hours to respond.
And you vacillated in between all the different imitations.
Got it,
perfectly.
Elmo. All I want's a recount. Wild. Wild.
My God.
All right,
God.
I think that's it, Ryan. Right,
Yes.
Ryan?
Yeah.
Let's wrap this thing up.
Okay.
All right,
Yeah,
hit the
I think
music. Thank you, everybody, for watching this episode of SEN Live. Hope we picked up your spirits. You know, it's a Wednesday. A lot of people slowing down on a Wednesday. Hope we picked you back up again, got you going on. And if you're listening to us in the morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever it may be, thank you to the lovely Steph Sabraw, to the great and talented Brett Sheridan, to the beautiful and very funny Kate Mulligan, to the talented musician, all right there, Alex Marzoña, and my brother, Ryan Nilsen. We have 2 more Super Chats. We're pushing to tomorrow, but we got over $800. So thank you all so much for sending that money in. Have yourselves a great time today, and then come back and see us tomorrow at 10 a.m. PT here on SEN Live. Peace.
For the audio listeners, it was William Shatner I couldn't think of. William Shatner. Very hard name to remember. Little known actor.
Little known actor.